Hello. Once again, have no idea how long the cooldown is. Let me adjust my chat to being live chat instead of top chat, because top chat is a little annoying. It cuts out a little too much, but I do appreciate what they were trying to do. Oh, don't tell me. To select? Oh, like the game controls. Either way, hello. I'm a little late because the game was kind of a pain to set up. To be honest, I had to get through the entire tutorial before I was allowed to see the settings, which meant that everything was way too loud, and then opening the game, everything was way too loud. I have no idea what the audio sounds like on your end, because I had to like manually adjust. I think I'm about to turn it down a little more. But it was stuck in 720p. I couldn't adjust the audio. I couldn't do anything. It was all completely impossible, locked off from humanity to see. Welcome, Jury. Hello. It was crazy. I was desperately trying to get everything set up, and that meant that I had to go through the tutorial. I had to skip like all the introductory stuff, just so I could even try to get here at a decent time. But what I will do is we'll just go ahead and do new game. That way we can do like the tutorial again, because I did not read most of it. My origin story, and I'm not a huge Katamari understander. My like story with Katamari is that at some point whenever I was a kid, we had a demo disc for Katamari, and so that was how I played Katamari. And I played this demo disc multiple times, but I never owned the full game. I don't know what console it was on, I just can't remember. But this whole era of just super weird games, it seems to be popular to have the nostalgia for it right now. Because we're getting all kinds of remakes and ports and stuff, which I'm not going to complain about. I think it's a good thing. And I've heard very good things about Reroll, which I think is very good. I looked it up and it said that most of it is like very faithful. So I don't think there should be any issues whatsoever with it. I will go ahead and start the new game. This way you can get the origin story. I know Katamari has some very deep lore, so of course we wouldn't want to miss any of it. Let me know how the audio sounds, by the way. I'll probably be switching between OBS and messing with it for a little bit if it's too loud. It's kind of insane, the I guess the legacy that this game has with the soundtrack. Throughout like my entire life, it's not uncommon to catch the like just walking around doing that. It's catchy, it's addicting, and it's like iconic. I don't know what they were thinking though. They've got the pizza roller heads. It's very fun, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about the game. Maybe a little too loud. That makes sense. I was kind of talking just to see how it feels. Sorry for the pause. I'm tabbing out to fix the audio. Is that better? If not, just let me know and we'll get it adjusted. This is kind of just seeing how things go. The intro, yeah. All the hold on. Press start. I press start. Okay, we're good. I think start means a very different thing from what I assumed, because I was clicking the start button and it just wasn't clicking. I think all the cutscenes in this game are supposed to be insane. Oops, sorry. We thought today would be a good day for rolling the Katamari, the prince. Where the first rolls, the second follows. Roll, roll, roll. Let me get my mouse out of the way. I don't know why that's showing. We'll hide it in the bottom left corner. It's incredibly sad that it's showing. For that purpose alone, we went to the bother of making the space. The king of all cosmos going to the bother just for rolling a Katamari, just for that, went to the bother. So, we would like for you to start the rolling, but BUT, first things first. You can hide mouse in FBS. Let me do that real fast, dude. I'm using game capture. So I figured that mouse would automatically just go away, but oh, capture cursor is turned on. Yeah, let me unclick that. Okay, you're good now. You can't see it. BUT, first things first, does the prince like vibration? Meaning the moving and the shaking. No, I hate it. Plain is best. I love going untouchable. If that's what you say, what you declare, then you can turn the vibration on and off with the back button on the controller. I think I love vibration. I'm a vibration enjoyer. Thank you for saving the cursor, by the way. That would have been incredibly awkward. I had to like adjust through the focus right for the first time. Vibration is turned off. Vibration is turned on. Okay. And then this was what was confusing me, because I was doing a little bit of this and then I kind of just got stuck. And I was doing the tutorial like this the whole way, and I didn't figure out how to actually move the guy around until completely late. And I guess this is how you best rotate and stuff. There's an unbelievable amount of skill. I'm sure that you have like pro Katamari players. It's like learning about the maybe not pro but competitive Katamariers. Maybe that's just called speedrunning though. Very princely indeed, such skill and such class. Thank you, I am royalty after all. Dazzling, we feel a swoon coming on. Next challenges, charge and roll, quick turn, look and jump. Careful with the look and the jump. Not easy to do when you're rolling in a hurry. We shall see you later. Left bumper. Oh, also like games back then just always had like a first person mode, and I'm not entirely sure why. Charge and roll. Up, down. Up, down. Oh, I see. Quick turn. And then jump. Oh, is this just to like get a view of what's going on? Getting stuck in Baldur's Gate with no idea of where to go, and you can't click on the higher floor. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Today was an interesting day. I'm gonna wait until things get a little further in before just yapping all over the game, because I think we'll have a whole lot of time to yap. Otherwise, now would be disrespectful to the king to yap over him while he is trying to create a place that we can make, that we can call our own, or rather destroy a place. My bad. I didn't understand that that's what we were going for. It's a funny game because I think the addictivity of it connects. What do we have? No, it was indeed not a dream. We really did it. The king of all cosmos has really done it. A sky full of stars. We broke it. Yes, we are naughty. Completely naughty. So very sorry. But just between you and us, it felt quite good. Not that we can remember very clearly, but we were in all nature's embrace. We felt the beauty of all things and felt love for all. That's how it was. Oh, he felt the connection to like the human spirit that we all get whenever we walk outside and see the beautiful stars above us. We connect to the people that we have known our entire lives, understanding that they are linking directly to us from the view that is completely visible across the globe. We smiled a genuine smile. Did you see the star splintering in perfect beauty? But he kind of just ripped that away from all of humanity. Now people are gonna go outside, the light pollution mixed in with the complete lack of stars. It's gonna be a complete blank sky, and then the person that moved away from home and entire planets away from their mother will no longer know what their mother is thinking through the telepathic communication that is communicated directly through the stars. So many there used to be, almost a nuisance. Now there's nothing but darkness. He, 'tis but a dream, he but a beautiful one. B-U-T. I don't know what voice to imagine for him. That miraculous, fabulous moment has passed. It's over. We came to and found everyone furious. Even the king of all cosmos was not spared their wrath. Really, everybody was irate. The 2D on top of 3D is so interesting. He has a flamboyant voice for sure. Definitely. Anyway, Pee-wee Prince, the 2D on 3D, I guess there's like the whole, that was like the whole PS2 thing, it feels like, because there was so much like cell shade stuff, and then you just take some pictures and then throw it in the background because everything is still too weak to do anything else still. So then it comes up as like this super artistic visual, but was like completely necessary too. Our problem, your problem, yes. You owe us your existence. We collect on the debt, yes. Hand in hand. Always there, yes. The very definition of the father-son bond, yes. Alright then, get cracking. His lower half is a bit... what are you getting at, Jerry? What are you thinking about? Maybe you can make it a little more clear. He's just a dude standing there. Here we are, Earth. Full of things as usual. Ah, so small. You're as small as ever. We didn't notice, not one jot. What with the stars and all? What is that? That body? That physique? Could you really be our son? There's the clear difference between the prince and the king. The king does, like, you know, he's packing in multiple ways, I suppose we could say, but the prince really isn't living up to his father's expectations. Build yourself up while you roll the Katamari, work out and get bigger. Yes, indeed. Don't presume to take the escalator up to the throne just because you're the prince. Ooh, tangent. First time on Earth means no worrying about time. We think we'll come and pick you up when that Katamari is 10 centimeters. Oh, just remembered. Many things live here, scurrying around and generally getting in the way. When one of those sneaks up behind you, an alert comes up on the lower left. You should try not to bump into anything alive. But don't worry about it too much. It won't end the game or anything, just relax and roll. Good luck, Inchling Prince. I feel like it's kind of like being Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, where you get the I can do the quick flip and then I can go like way faster. Where it's like, okay, you're one of the buffest dudes ever. You have a kid. He ends up being like generic nerd sized. Can I? Yeah, okay. He ends up being generic nerd sized, and like he's not even that good at acting, and then also his he doesn't have a career in politics either, and so you're desperately trying to fix things up, putting him through like training camp and everything, and then he gets a little bit of muscle, and then slowly you build until he can win a debate or two, or at least win an election off of the acting skills. It's a difficult person to live up to, and that's what the king is completely asking you. While I was playing this earlier, I was trying to get this 10 centimeters just as quickly as possible, which meant that I didn't explore at all. And also I didn't know how dangerous like the rats and stuff were. So I remember getting up to like 9 centimeters and then just starting to run into stuff and rapidly losing size on my ball. And kind of panicking because I was I needed to get to the point where I could stream, but it just wasn't happening, and that's why I was late, is because I was trying to complete this tutorial. And then you complete the tutorial and then you don't even get to like pause and change your settings. That's just not allowed. You need to get to a different menu. I can't get over the wire. Let me do a little quick flip, and then we can go like this. It's an odd learning curve to get over everything. And I know that there's like a whole bunch of stuff in this game where eventually I'll just be completely consuming worlds and stuff. In a similar vein, this morning, for like the past little while of my life, I had like decided that I had kind of just out breakfast everything, so I wasn't feeling breakfast food. I think it was because like whenever I was a kid, before school or whatever, because my dad worked the night shift, so usually he would be the one, he would just like get home from work and then stay up until like me and my brothers needed to go to school. And with that would mean that he would be the one cooking for us, but he didn't want to cook anything too hard. So for a long time, it was just eggs. It was eggs every single day. And I remember getting to the point where I just couldn't bring myself to eat eggs anymore. The second that I looked at an egg, I felt like my shell had been split in two and that like the yolk was pouring out of my ears. How goes it, Prince? How is Earth? Huh? You made a 10 centimeter Katamari? Oh, how fabulous. We'd forgotten all about that, so you're mostly clear on everything, we assume. Everyone on Earth is very nice, so they'll be very helpful, yes. They'll let you roll everything up with a smile. Yes, possibly also a wave. Anyway, let's go home for now. Nice, quickest transportation. We're all thinking about cars in America. However, whenever the highway gets clogged because someone slammed on their brakes 2 hours ago, maybe we should just think about transporting through Rainbow. Almost forgot, completely slipped the mind. When rolling on Earth, there are a few more things to be careful of. You cannot roll up objects larger than your Katamari. Crashing into larger objects and walls will break things off the Katamari and reduce its size. That's the problem. I rolled directly into an orange peel and then died. No. 10 centimeters, 0 millimeters, huh? It was the first goal, but it's not very exciting, is it? Next time, we want a much bigger one. The thing that you collected the most of is... My Earth really is full of things. We got a whole lot of snacks, games, and stationery, which I guess makes sense for the room. We will now release it into the sky, and we finally get to go home. Or rather, maybe it's our own home. 10 centimeters. What, you forgot your own planet? Really? Are you serious? So you're not just small, but a bit slow? It's a little uncalled for. As a parent, we cannot feel but partly responsible. Sigh, this is your home planet. The planet where you live. Here you can look at the stars, save the game, and do lots of other things. You can even visit Earth and the space mushroom just by pressing the left button or the right button. Roll your Katamari around on Earth, visit the space mushroom to compete against your cousins. And that's about it, your smallness. Your smallness. Do get a grip, your absent-mindedness. I think he hates his own kid. Please save the game at the home planet before quitting the game. If you quit the game without saving, your progress will not be saved. Man, back in my day, whenever games wouldn't handhold you, they wouldn't save the game for you. You would have to do that yourself. I wish we could go back in time to whenever people had to save their own game. Data, save. I guess we'll just save over the old file because there's no point. I was about to hit quit game, and that would have been incredibly awkward. View constellations. Oh, okay, then we just have to go to Earth to keep killing stuff. Okay, flying around. Make a star 2, make a star 1. Make a star 1 is just simply getting to 10 centimeters. Magandang Tongali Po. Have you ever been to the Philippines? We stopped in... Oh, that... I probably horribly mispronounced that. And like made it sound like a joke. I apologize. We stopped in the day before yesterday. We hope you can visit during the days rolling. Like that's possible. Oh yes, a royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were thinking. While playing catch with your present and it went down to earth, just fell to earth. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. Well, that's a little foolish, sending things to earth. We're here. Today you'll be rolling inside the house. The Katamari should be, let's see, around the full 20 centimeters. We can believe in you for 7 millimeters, or 7 minutes in Earth time. I forgot that I'm gonna have to be fighting the clock as well. Fighting rats and the clock and the ants maybe. But any longer than that, and even the king of all cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to a nice Katamari mini prince. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, with the breakfast food, eventually I just got too tired of eggs and stuff, so I couldn't take it anymore. So I remember like telling my dad, oh, I can't do this, and then he would just move on to the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing. So then eventually, whenever I'm trying to go the weight loss route, I remember hearing about like intermittent fasting for the first time, which was just like, how do I let me spin, we go this way. I have to remember that I can just like, oh, what? How do I turn around the other way? Sorry? Oh, we're losing everything? We're getting killed. We're like the size of a small child and we're already getting hit by a semi-truck. I don't know how I've managed. But hearing about intermittent fasting where I was like, oh, you can lose weight just by like cutting out a couple of meals. And so for me, letting go of breakfast was really easy at that point because the thought of breakfast alone was making me ill. We're getting mahjong tiles. Oh no, that's shogi. And so I let it go for a very long time. But today I had decided that, well, not decided really. And I guess recently overall it's been changing. I've been eating more breakfast because then it makes it easier to go throughout the day without like completely overeating. Which helps a lot whenever you're trying to like lose weight and stuff. But I decided that I would start eating like eggs and stuff again. And like eggs have been wonderful. I've cooked them in many ways. And I've eaten them in many ways. And obviously they belong in many dishes. And to be clear, I've had eggs like in multiple things before, but just not like as a not as a breakfast thing in a very long time. And I think they're incredibly pleasant. Pleasant? I apologize, that was forced. But today, like I completely had run out of like normal foodstuffs that I would like make for myself on like the weekend or whatever. And so I go into the pantry and I'm just looking for stuff, and I realize that I have like half a loaf of wheat bread left, and I have like a whole bunch of oatmeal that I had bought for just in case that I had just never eaten. So today was like an oatmeal day for like the first time in a long time, and it brought back memories because I don't know what it is about oatmeal, specifically probably like brown sugar. I think brown sugar might completely clear like all other oatmeal flavors. It just makes a strong breakfast option. What? Your Katamari is as big of one of these? A banana? We've got one banana of a Katamari. Unfortunately, all my bananas had gone a little squishy as well, so I tossed those out like a day ago. Usually I'm pretty good at clearing out the bananas before they go completely squishy, but I had failed my mission this week. But like oatmeal brings like this welcoming like squishiness and stuff. What? They bring a welcome squishiness and stuff, and the warmth is just incredible on like a camping trip or whatever. Banana of that squishiness can be used for banana bread, but then I would have to like go get the stuff for banana bread. I do agree though, banana bread is like one of my favorite things. I've never made it myself though, but whenever I think of like a banana bread, like my mom used to make it all the time, and it's like one of my favorite things of all time. I'll have to learn how to make it in the future. I do have a bread pan too, so like I could easily just become a banana bread like creator. I was about to say a banana bread guy, but like I'm already just a banana bread guy. I feel like if you were to speak to me, that would become very clear. Oh, what just happened to me? I got flung. We ate the rat. Nice roll up. So aristocratic. We are dazzled. Thank you. But maybe a banana bread will be in my future if I just make it like that. I just didn't have the materials to craft a banana bread today. Either way, the oatmeal today had me thinking, especially after I had not eaten in so long. I remember hearing people talk about like natto and stuff whenever they go to Japan, because people will like try natto, because for most people natto is just completely inappealing, and I imagine that it would be something similar for me as well. However, I think I've had a change of mind, and now I think I could probably put down some natto. And maybe that's a little bit of foolishness on my part, but I realize, like, oh, whenever people talk about natto, they're like, oh, the slimy texture of natto kind of ruins it kind of makes it difficult for people with more Western palates, because we don't have, like, that kind of sliminess over here. But, like, while eating the oatmeal, I realized that, like, you just kind of get this slime on your tongue. And maybe it's a little different. There's no way for me to be sure yet. But I think that people are just making that up. I think they just look at natto, and I think they think it looks a little gross. And then that turns them off, rather than, like, the actual slime of the texture. Because I think oatmeal's actually, like, relatively popular. And people can for sure eat a whole lot of oatmeal. So I think if I were to try it, I think I would have a similar respect for natto as I do oatmeal. And with the oatmeal, I decided that I would go the toast route. And there's something like completely welcoming about toast as well. I think I'm picking up, I don't even know what I'm picking up. I need to figure out how to get the turns a lot better, that way I can actually see. It's kind of like whenever you're trying to turn out of a parking lot and they have like this giant wall directly in the way, expecting you not to hit the oncoming traffic because they don't have a stop sign, but you do. Where am I? Oh, I think I just lost nearly everything. I was about to ask how much more I needed because I couldn't remember how many millimeters are in a centimeter, but that would have been an incredibly stupid question, and I apologize for even thinking it. What a nice Katamari, substantial, yet goes down smooth. But actually, we would love to have a much bigger, nicer Katamari. We'll leave you to your work then. Oh, I can just keep going. It just got smaller. If it's not bigger than 20 centimeters, it won't make a decent star at all. I need you to talk a little faster. You talk slower than I can read, and it's really throwing off my my flow here. I'm trying to speak words and things, but you're completely cutting me off. Is that a real person? Are you okay with this? Is there no reaction? I just like ate most of your food. I try not to be completely gluttonous. I realize that I'm a guest here, but maybe you should like defend yourself a little bit. Oh, I hope you didn't need the shrimp, because that is also mine. Let me see if I can get back up the place here. We just go up, and then we got quite a few. We also lost a whole lot of broccoli, which will be detrimental to our health. We're going to get our blood work done, and then we get the tests back saying it appears that you lost all the broccoli that you had gained over time. I didn't even notice the whole separate room over here. We could have gained so much size. Time's up. It was boring to watch this whole time. We'll zip back to space now. Royal Rainbow. He completely shuts me down. I show him stuff that I'm interested in. I say, hey dad, come look, I beat one of the strongest players of all time. And he said, I don't know what's happening and I don't care. Also, your character looks stupid. Next time we want a much bigger one. The thing that you collected the most of was stationery. We do need a little bit of pencils to support our ventures. My Earth really is full of things. We will now release it into the sky. The beautiful birth of a young star that will soon, not soon, but in billions and billions of years, grow in size and then eventually implode on itself and become a black hole and destroy all of Earth. Maybe that's the sun's job. I don't know how the black holes work, actually. I'm kind of just making stuff up as I go. Oh, very handsome. This is what inspired the design for Minecraft, I guess. The cause is being investigated. To the mindless watching. There was something like deeply uncomfortable. I assume it's not just me. I was about to say, I don't know if it's just me, but like I know for a fact that other people have expressed similar thoughts as well, and it feels a little stupid to go, no. Okay, I couldn't tell which one was like, because usually I think highlight does make up a majority of like, oh, this is what's hovering here, this is what you are going to select, but there's really just no way to know for sure. Did I go to the... I don't care about the space mushroom, I care about planet Earth. But I feel like there's also a strong chance that the one that's pushed down, because that's like if you were to put down a key, it would be slightly shaded over. Make a star 3 or make Cancer. Well, that's horrible. Why would I want to do that? People have to deal with that every day. That destroys lives, like literally. Guess we'll go for it, but like, ugh. Just for the points, we just need some extra points. What is it? Something's not quite there. Oh yes, we get it. It just doesn't look delicious. The sky does not seem yummy at all. Everyone is still hungry, yes? Can't you see that, silly? Speaking of delicious, we say crab, most certainly crab. Oh, like the Beyblade. Sending things to Earth? Oh, we are crab. But no, not yet. Patience is a virtue. We must focus to make the yummiest Cancer possible. All you have to do is roll up as many crabs as you can find. Let's see. You have 7 minutes. Welcome, Elodie, Poggy. Very true. We're catching all the frogs. We're catching all the crabs without doing anything. I don't know why I was thinking of frogs. But they're coming straight to us. Either way, whether they're crabs or frogs or not, I'm not going to discriminate. We ate the spider off of his own web. Nowhere is safe from you. I guess we do just specifically need to aim for crabs. Is there like a number of crabs that we have to hit? Or are we looking for size as well? Maybe it's size to get bigger, better crabs. My crabs are the very best, the best crabs. What was I saying? I honestly can't remember. Oh, there was something like deeply uncomfortable in the past. Like, let me rotate a little bit. I guess I could have also just sat there to continue eating more and more. What crabs are the best crabs? Are we feeling yellow or red? Let me not go over that. Also, obviously with this game, one of the better parts of it is just going to be the soundtrack. I have music of this just in the Spotify. I'm not just a straight up like video game music guy, but I do have like a good amount of it, and this probably takes up like a vast, not a vast majority of it, but it takes up like a clear amount of the video game music in the Spotify, is what I'll say, because it also does just sound like real music. And then for me, it does sound like real music. I mean, most music sounds like real music, but you get what I mean. It's less like video game music listening to, and more like actual casual music listening to. Not to say that you can't, like, casually listen to video game music, to be clear. I'm not, like, completely shutting down that conversation. If I were giving that vibe, I apologize. Oh, I think that might have been bad for me. We lost milk. How many of these do I need? How many am I looking for? I think we need to be able to suck up the TV if we want to get this crab, which means that we have to get a whole lot bigger. I'm losing the momentum required to get up in there. Can I eat you? No, I cannot. Okay, never mind. We will not be going that route yet. We will just continue to collect more crabs outside. They've kind of got the scarabish look to them that is completely haunting. Can I reach them? Is there any way to? Oh, one right after the other. No taking the shirt. I understand. Somebody needs to wear that in the morning, and it would be horrible to take that from them. We got shoes. Well, the crab did, but we're taking them for our own. They do not need them. Shoot people, seeing people wearing the shoes that they need, and then directly snatching them off of their feet while they sleep. Oh, we're big enough. Okay, we can take the, not the TV, but we can maybe grab the crab. I'm really not sure. Definitely not this crab. He still is holding on to his shoes. I would like to get those as soon as possible. Maybe once we're big enough to get the shirt, I think we can loop over and steal his shoes. And then we'll be half of an outfit in, and then all we'll really need is pants. We can run it commando. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. A whole rat? Was that spat out? Oh, that's a horseshoe crab, not a rat. My bad. I misunderstood. Tomatoes, whole plants. Can we eat the dog as well? It's kind of crazy that we're completely shutting down all animals that have ever been seen. We're like a genocidal maniac on a rampage. Can't help it. They shouldn't have been as tasty looking. They shouldn't have been as starable. Is there any way that I can climb up this without losing everything that I have? Let's go over the top of, never mind. I really want that crab. We can get this crab. Let me spin, let me spin. You have to, like, go up for this. Do I need to, let's go this way. And I guess we can, like, just go over. There's no reaction. I don't think these people are real. I feel like, in a modern Katamari game, they would have the people, like, actually running and stuff. But they've gone for a more chill vibe. Maybe it's something that you just accept. Oh wait, maybe they're sleeping. Let me look. I'm sorry. Are you asleep? You are asleep. Never mind. That's how you make it happen. That way they aren't just completely chill with what's going on. I guess what would you even do? If somebody was completely sucking up your entire house, it is kind of like a black hole. We got a blue crab. Some of them are just real, and then some of them are just like, oh, what if it was a crab but like blue? How do I rotate this way? We go this way. So many crabs. You think he's in Maryland? I bet that reference connected with like at least somebody, but I just can't understand. Have you gotten to the Lonely Rolling Star level? I like just started. We're on the cancer level. We're on level 3. This is the 3rd level. And I mean, you might not even call it the 3rd level because like I did the tutorial, and the tutorial there's not even a time limit. You just kind of like get to 10 centimeters, then you're okay. Can I get up there? How do I get up there? I think that's level 4 then? Maybe. I'm not... Oh, you're talking about a song. I don't remember the music names. Corey has a fear of crabs. Like, I guess they are kind of creepy looking. There's like certain crabs to me where I think absolutely, I think I could be scared of them. But maybe not just like a standard crab. I'm not entirely sure what there's to be scared of with them. Crustaceans. Oh, can we fit, please? No, we can't. I'm stuck. You have 1 minute left. How many crabs do I need? Do I need 100 crabs? Where do I even get them? Oh, we're losing things. Lonely Rolling Star is the best one. I'll know it whenever I hear it. Probably. And I do know a lot of the music. I just don't know the music names. Like I'll know it probably definitely whenever I hear it actually. But I feel like some of the crabs and stuff, you get like some of these bigger crabs, then they have like let's go for the, what's it called? The I can't remember what it's called. But there's crabs that have like those giant like the like curved legs and stuff that are huge, and they just kind of like reach out over the top of each other, and they look like a scarab completely dominating the planet. Like if you just sized up a crab to Godzilla sizes, and to be fair, probably most animals would be pretty scary like that. I think it would be a uniquely scary. That looks delicious, but also slightly disturbing. Oh well, let's take the yum yum with the rainbow. I don't know if we needed to hit a certain amount. Barf. Too crab intensive and kind of gross. Anyway, what, 92 crabs? Fabulous. This is it. This is what we wanted. Crab, a sea of crab meat. Crab heaven. This looks incredibly yummy. We are one step closer to the finest starry sky there is. Oops, we are drooling. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. Maybe I was just looking for a high score and that's all I needed to do. It's a beautiful little thing that we built. We have created cancer. Good job, team. Hello. But also, like, crabs, I think it just makes sense to be scared of crabs. Oh. I mean, I would too after this. But like they literally just exist to like, well, at least for humans, other than getting eaten. All they can really do is you can like look at them and they can like pinch you really hard. And that's not entirely pleasant. And I feel like, you know, the fear thing. Yes. No. You know, you're trying to just get away from things that can like hurt and stuff. We created cancer. So then it like makes more sense than like being scared of like I don't know, a clown or something. Like I think I would be a little more understanding if somebody saw like a crab on the beach and then we're like completely freaked out, than if somebody saw like a clown at the fair and then we're completely freaked out by the clown, you know? Like you go to the fair, you kind of expect to see clowns, and clowns just kind of hang out at fairs. And you do go to a beach, and then you should probably expect to see like some crabs depending on the beach, but they can't really do anything. They do a lot. Sorry, I was about to switch teams completely on accident in the middle. I'm not scared of crabs, to be fair. It's a hard argument to make whenever you're not like fearful of crabs. I do also think that they look kind of weird cooked. So you have like certain foods and whatnot where you see them cooked, and that alone will set off your fight or flight. And I think that that's going to be like natto for like Western people. And the only reason why they don't have that same response to oatmeal is because they're used to it, because oatmeal looks disgusting. His lower body is off kilter. Oh, it is. He's kind of doing like the hip thing. Boa tarde. Have you ever been to Portugal? We were there yesterday. We hope you can visit during the days rolling. Like, that's possible? Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes, a royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were thinking, but we sort of tossed it down to earth. We had an issue and we sort of pitched it away. I thought we were like repeating things. I thought I messed up. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. Sending things to earth. I like his face. As weird as that is to say. Well, I don't think that's actually that weird to say. I think some people just have pleasant faces, and then whenever you look at them, you kind of feel a little bit of joy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I feel joy whenever I see his head. The Katamari should be, let's see, around a sweet 50 centimeters. We can believe in you for 9 minutes in Earth time, but any longer than that, even the king of all cosmos can't be expected to wait. We're already about to lose all of our Katamari points, and we haven't even started the level. We look forward to a nice Katamari loser prize. Maybe I shouldn't feel good about seeing his face. I think there's something inherently unwelcoming about his face, and we were talking about the fear responses being built in to like protect you, and this guy is like blatantly making fun of me, completely shutting down everything that I love, and I say, oh, I think I feel a little bit of joy whenever I see his face. But maybe that has to do more with just like the familial connection that I have with the king. Oh, this sounds so good. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying before. I think I was saying something like somewhat relevant, but I completely lost it, which is a little upsetting. I never know how to recover from it. We got the takoyaki. I think those, like, it's weird. Because I don't think I could ever just eat octopus by itself, but I've had takoyaki and I thought it was like really good. But like the thought of like being able to visibly see an octopus completely grosses me out. So maybe I've got like an octopus thing. Is that more fair than a crab thing, or is that less fair, do you think? I think it's more fair than a crab thing. Because they like have those, well, they got the long grabby arms that can just do whatever, and they're also supposed to be like completely smart. Like, I'm not gonna blame a guy for being scared of like a monkey, because like monkeys are supposed to be super smart, and I feel like they get, like if they understand, like, oh, I could like tear this guy to shreds and I just don't like him very much, then that monkey like just fully has the power of like picking up a rock and then just completely ending all chances that you have. You're not beating a monkey. I think it's a similar case with like an octopus. Like if I were to get caught in the water with an octopus and the octopus just decided that it didn't like me very much, then what's he gonna do? He's gonna like grab onto me and like strangle me. Like, how do octopuses even kill? Do they just like go at you with like their beak? It's kind of like an alienish thing. It's really weird. And I guess like most of like, I feel like a lot of alien designs are specifically based off of like aquatic animals for a reason, because you think of like alien monsters and like a lot of them just involve having like some freakish like tentacle ability, and it's kind of like haunting. But it's kind of like, and like I think of like the Flood from Halo, where they have like these weird extendy tendril things, and I think that that's more of like a I guess it's more like a mix of like fungus and underwater. So I think like the ultimate fear response could be built off of like mixing aquatic creatures with mushrooms, because mushrooms also kind of like, this is gonna sound stupid, but they kind of freak me out. Like whenever sometimes I'm scrolling like YouTube shorts or whatever, and I see like these what's the term for them? It's not like a forager, but it's like specifically like mushroom foraging, and they have like a specific word for it. How do I rotate over here? This way. But there's a specific word for like mushroom foragers, and I see them go out into these fields and they go like, oh, this is the Black Death spore mushroom, and this one is completely fatal. If you touch it, you'll get the plague and die. And also, it'll be incredibly quick, and there's not too much that you can do about it. But then they're like, oh, this one is like the cauliflower mushroom. This one is just very cauliflower shaped, and it is completely edible. Let me just rip it straight out of the ground and start chewing on it. But also, here are the ones that are very similar to the cauliflower mushroom. You don't want to get it confused. This one is the death cauliflower mushroom. If you get it confused, it's just over. You'll start bleeding from your eyes, and there's no recourse for it. But this one's the cauliflower mushroom. You can tell because there's like one indent here that the death cauliflower mushroom simply would not have. It appears that there was a siege on the royalty here. They must have been a tyrant. I forgot that we're trying to hit 50 centimeters. I suppose we're actually pretty close. But then they immediately just go in and start chomping on the thing, and I always expect something horrible to go wrong. It's like whenever you hear like the YouTube like prank videos, and they're like, okay, you're doing something that would like obviously go wrong in any circumstance, and then just doing it for like a couple of views because you thought that you would do it well. It's like building like your own little self-made flying machine and then crashing and then being shocked that you crashed. It's a little ridiculous. But then like for whatever reason you never hear of like this guy ate a goofy mushroom and then died for YouTube views. Maybe it's because it's a little less exciting. Maybe that's not the news that people want to hear. Is that pizza? Can I get the pizza? I can. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I think pizza is one of the better foods that we can have, and it kind of brightens the mood off of the crab and mushroom talk. But I am kind of waiting for the day that some guy just like eats the wrong mushroom and I just hear about it because they were filming it for a YouTube video. I don't know if there's any way for me to get up there yet. I need to get taller so that I can climb. I need the climbability buff. Oh, we're so huge. the toy dispenser, we got the gacha machine built in. What a nice Katamari, kind of bratty, kind of shy. But now that you've come this far, we would love to have a much bigger, super nice Katamari. We'll leave you to your work then. Thank you. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was gonna be like a one-off kind of game, but I think that it works pretty well for just like talking over. So this might end up being a game that I end up playing more than once. Maybe not week to week, but more than once almost certainly. It's pretty easy to get the hang of, and I like these old like weird PS2 era games. I think this was like PS2 era. Can you imagine if I was wrong? I want to see like because you have like all these games that are like just obviously built off of nostalgia, right? Usually there's like key signs that this is newer or whatever, but I want somebody that's completely like ride or die. I think every new game ever sucks to end up like accidentally playing like one of the nostalgia bait kind of games and then being completely into it. I think that would be kind of funny. Maybe that's like a YouTube video that exists of somebody's like worldview being completely shifted. I think you could watch the realization and maybe the self-disappointment in real time. I was thinking about picking up the toy dispenser. I think a pretty strong, like, and anybody can take this, by the way, this is open. If you were to go to like a Halloween party with like those candy machines that like spit out gumballs or jelly beans or whatever, like a little handful for $1, I think you could go to like a Halloween party with like 3 of those strapped around your neck and then just go around asking people for quarters for like some candy or whatever, which maybe they would be a little suspicious of you. I suppose it is a little strange. You might have like razors in your jelly beans, so like be careful that you can like prove that you don't have those in there, and then I imagine that you'll probably be fine. But start offering them those and then you become like a walking vending machine. Or if you were to go to like a convention kind of thing, people at conventions love gacha machines. Go buy like one of those little gachapon things. Why are we going backwards? That's my bad. We go back up. Oh, we're facing the wall. How do I unface the wall? We go back. Oh, I'm messing up. Hold on. We go back. We're over. We get the all the milk here. I think it's milk. Yes. I don't know why I'm so bad at like turning around. It's like the most difficult part of this game by far. But you go with little gacha guys and then stick like pins and stuff for like Genshin Impact characters in there. Welcome Toto, hello. And then as you have like these little gacha machines around your neck, ask for like a couple of quarters because it's worth more than $1. And they do the thing and they like psh, psh, and then like oh look, Yai Miko came out, but they actually wanted oh, I don't know enough Genshin characters to carry this conversation. Kaching, they wanted Kaching instead. So then they roll again and then you've got yourself a little entrepreneuring opportunity. And then by the time you leave the con, depending on how many pins that you have, like I'm almost certain that you at least have like $100. Because people would love that, I think. Because then you got like a face attached to it and you can just like follow them around. You see videos of like people following people around trying to sell them things and it's like, oh, you could get this bracelet for $5 and just like over insist and completely harass them until they give in. And then, you know, they'll leave with their little Yai Miko, but they actually want a Kaching, so then they keep going. They get sucked in. That's how you get people to play like Fei Go or something. We just remembered something we have to do. We're zipping back to space now. Royal Rainbow. It's imperative that we do what needs to be done. It looks like my connection is kind of poor today, by the way, so I apologize if there's any buffering. I don't know what's going on, so I apologize if there's any dropped frames or anything. Go ahead and let me know. It's pretty big. We imagine it'll make a pretty star. If it were ours, we'd make it much bigger. The thing that you collected the most of is my Earth. We collected the most playtime. We were literally on a time limit. I just don't understand how it's possible. We will now release it into the sky. Thank you. This is my star. 76 centimeters. Toys. I thought we got... oh, playtime is in toys. It's on the TV. Oh, honey, things like that just don't happen. There's our cab now. Oh, very nice. I think they like did all the cutscenes and stuff too, but that's what they said, right? She's the one that like ascended and went to cancer. Yes. No. Okay, I'm becoming more confident with my clicks. I think I accidentally went to the mushroom again. I don't care to see my cousins. Let me go to make a star 4, and then this will be the route that we go. We don't have access to Buenos Dias. I know this one. Have you ever been to Spain? It's our other homeland. We hope you can visit during the days rolling, like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes. A royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were getting when we lost it on Earth. Wallet, keys, rings, hopes, and dreams. We lost it all. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. Oh. Sending things to Earth. I have the, obviously everybody has the process of like, oh, check for the keys, check for the wallet, and you feel your pockets to go through that, like, every single day. Not every single day, but literally every single, 5 centimeters? 1 millimeter? We believe... But any longer than that, and even the king of all cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to a nice Katamari bite-sized prince? Oh, I'm so confused. 1 millimeter? We have to get hit by... Oh, 1 meter! Not 1 millimeter. I misunderstood. Forgive me, I'm not European. I'm American. Anything with meter in the name completely throws me off. But I feel like the key thing, I do the key thing to a, like a paranoid degree. Where like you, oh my god. Oh, we're gonna get 1 millimeter, don't worry. But I go through the process and I get out of my car, visibly put the key in my pocket, like I watch myself put it in my pocket. I grab the groceries from the back seat of my car, preemptively lock the car. That way I don't have to use my hands to lock the door while I have like 7 groceries cutting off all blood circulation to my left arm. And also 6 groceries in my hand, and then like the same thing happening on the right side as well. But then like I realize, oh wait, I don't know if I have my keys, even though I watched them. So then I feel my pocket, I go back to almost closing the door. I realize, oh wait, I'm really not sure if I have my keys. Then I feel my pocket. I feel like I could go on a full dementia spree. 10 centimeters, just get it bigger. We have 1 balancing toy in size. The face is incredible. I would like to get to the point where I'm including people in my stars. I think maybe that's the goal, where instead of taking away from people the connection that they receive, the human connection that you get from looking out into the night sky and seeing the incredible things that that people look up at every day, if you just include people in the stars, maybe it becomes an even more serious spiritual connection. But maybe that's why you feel the connection in the first place. It's because in reality, those stars are man-made objects mixed with human beings and dogs and cats. And they all just blew up. That's what the Big Bang was. The previous civilization getting sucked up into one giant ball, allowing for all life to be created as the primordial soup was formed. I actually don't know how the process was. I feel like I should do more reading. But I'm kind of like on a, actually on a reading arc right now. Okay, so like reading whenever I was in high school, it was just something that I did like often. I say high school, like most of my life. Reading was something that I did often, probably more often than like, than most people as kids. I was kind of like a nerd a little bit. Just a little bit though. I'm sure right now I don't give off that vibe. I give off a serious person vibe. A serious person that does serious things. But eventually, you know, I get to college and I'm like, oh, I'll go this route. And then I'm having to read a whole lot for college. And then it completely shuts down the love that you have for the thing that you just do all the time. So then I stopped reading entirely, other than like what I needed to. But now it's gotten to the point where I'm like, oh wait, I remember why reading was fun. And then you can kind of like revisit it, but with like a new fresh perspective, because I've done like a whole lot more since then. It's a unique little feeling that you get from like revisiting things, but it's been a lot of fun. Let me go over and grab, what do we even have? Ping pong balls? Ping pong balls? The gym that I was going to at my college had a ping I can't speak. It's undoable. It's an embarrassing feeling, but it's undoable. They had a... Oh, I surely just go over, right? No, I'm just losing everything. The cat is killing me. I think the cat is specifically hunting me down. I'm honestly kind of worried about the time because we aren't making too much progress right now, and I just don't know if I can get over what I need to get over to like get the whole meter. And the baseball is coming for us as well. It's incredible the like Ruby Goldberg machine that they have going on throughout the entire garden. Oh, they're playing golf. I suppose a person is like one big Ruby Goldberg machine if they're just playing golf. I don't understand the golfer's mindset, to be honest, as like sad as that is, because I think it can be fun like casually hitting a golf ball, to be clear. Like putt-putt is kind of fun. I think golf games are kind of fun, like video games. But golfing itself kind of takes things to like the like most boring form that it can be, I think. Where maybe that's not fair. Hold on, I was actually kind of doing something where like the turns. Do you see that? Oh, I get it now. It's like operating a have you ever used like a lawnmower that has the levers on the side rather than a steering wheel? Because like the steering wheel makes like obviously the most sense and it's like the easiest to get the hang of. But the duo levered lawnmower makes you feel like you're operating like heavy machinery, and you kind of feel not more masculine, maybe that's too far, but you feel like you've taken a step in the right direction because you feel like you're doing something that other people simply cannot do. And I feel like if you were to wear like a one of those reflective vests, I think you would feel like a meaningful part of like, well, I was about to say a meaningful part of society, but I think that even just mowing your lawn makes you feel that, at least for me. It's not to say that like oh, it's completely unusual for me to mow the lawn, because I don't think that that's quite right either. I think mowing the lawn just, oh, let's not do that. Let's go this way. Let's go on top. We've kind of got a couple of legs here, which allows us some greater maneuverability. I was hoping that I could get... Oh, yes. This is incredible. We've made it back. This is the best chance that we have at getting to 1 meter. It's all exponential growth. It's like looking at somebody's little YouTube graph and they're like, oh, look, I hit the 50 subscribers. Now, like a month later, I'm 100 subscribers. And now I'm like 1,000 subscribers. 20 centimeters, huh? Long way to go. It's Fibonacci's Katamari ball. Oh, you're still napping? Oh, wait, that guy playing golf is for sure not napping, right? I guess he's just cool with me. I appreciate it. I won't complain. I mean, it's certainly better than being like disliked. He's like going out of his way to feed me the golf balls that I need to grow. Big and strong. Going around looking at the got milk signs, shaking my head, knowing that what I really need to do is eat cats and snails. That's how we grow as people. We've got the water guns, and we've unlocked the underground level. Can you imagine if they had like an underwater thing? It's weird the connection that I have with Katamari. I'm a big Hololive guy. So, and specifically I really like Suisei. I'm sure like everybody here knows that. But Suisei does like a little side project with called Midnight Grand Orchestra. And it's with a guy named Taku Inoue. And Taku Inoue he worked on one of the soundtracks for Katamari. And he worked on the Tekken 7 soundtrack, and I believe a couple of other Tekken soundtracks, like maybe Tag 2. So I get like this fun little bragging moment. I like to introduce Midnight Grand Orchestra in like a grandiose kind of way, where it's like, oh, this is Midnight Grand Orchestra, and I share it with people that aren't even Hololive people. I'm like, this is by Hoshimachi Suisei and Taku Inoue, who has worked on Katamari and Tekken 7. And then usually, if they know a little bit about either of those games, it's enough to like get them to go listen, and then that's my introduction. It worked on my brother this way. I did it to my older brother, and I was like, oh, this is who she worked with, and nowadays he says like, Oh, I think Suise is the VTuber that makes like good music, and I'm like, good. It connected. The connection was there. You just have to introduce it with something special. You kind of give them a little bit of what they want, and then all of a sudden they like all of it. What do we have? Only 50 centimeters, still a long way to go. We are 1 leaflet in size. We only have 2 minutes left. I spent far too long goofing around in the garden. I apologize. We can't get up there yet. We need to keep growing. Let's not back up. It takes too long. I think we can probably get these flower pots, and then we should maybe be able to get these buckets soon. I really hope anyway. Let's get more of the bears, and then maybe we can also pick up all of these. We're going to speedrun this. I apologize if the commentary goes a little downhill. I think we need to focus on actually completing the level. We have less than a minute remaining. This is incredibly stressful. We cannot pick you up. We need to turn around. We need to turn around, maybe get the tomato. Can we climb on top and get up? If we can get up, we can maybe get... Oh, we can't get up all the way. I think this is a lost cause. We'll almost certainly have to reset, unfortunately. Unless something incredible happens. Let's try to eat the cat. The cat is blocking the path. The cat won't let me into greater things. Let's go this way. 60, 70. Oh, I think these pots are going to be our way in. 72 centimeters. We got the globe. Not the globe. I would love it if we could say that we have the whole planet. We're at 75. Hold on. We get the briefcase. 10 seconds to grow. We have a real shot. No, we don't. It's completely over. I blew it. I apologize. I should have done better. Straight at the end, too. We got like a good chunk of the way there, and we unfortunately could not pull it out. That was mediocre. That size is no good for a star, but it'll do for Stardust. You do tend to be wishy-washy at everything. Bigger than an ant, but smaller than the king. Is your body green, yellow? Make up your mind already? Well, you'll get your Stardust today, but shape up next time. I'm sorry. Stardust. The lightning and stuff, he's making it happen in space just to shut me down. Oh, I'm going to the mushroom again. I have no interest in speaking to you. The family reunion is just awkward. Make a star. I guess we just go to 4 again. Let's try again. Go straight back in. I know that we can do it well this time. Buenos dias. I've already heard this. I wish they maybe had a special dialogue for if you were a failure, but maybe they don't expect you to fail quite like I have. I think it's an impressive feat that we've hit today. Failing the way that I have. Today you'll be rolling. True. 1 meter, not 1 millimeter. I was trying to figure out how I could possibly shrink the Katamari guy to... Oh, Mahjong. We're in Richi. Tenpai. I think if we get one more dragon tile, we can be big 3 dragon or whatever it's called. The legendary dragon, little dragons. Oh, we're eating up all the honor tiles. Okay. I don't know why you've got the eraser up. I don't know what that does for you. We've got a caramel. I thought those were more tiles. But maybe they were just playing by themselves. Whole bunch of erasers. Maybe you just fill in with the erasers and stuff. Already 10 millimeters. Unstoppable. Just get it bigger. Will do, King. You'll love me by the end of it. We'll finally have a little bit of a familial relationship going on. But maybe it's just not worth having if you're going to completely shut me down at every turn. But unfortunately, I'm still looking after your approval. Oh, the bridge did not hold. Sticky tape, it sure looks like it. We've got the whole ball made of tape. Let's go for the broccoli. We're growing in size faster than we ever have before. We're not going to waste time. Let's finish out the broccoli. That's still too big. I think we can go over. Get more Legos. Okay. I wonder if we can find like a gunplay kit. I think that would be cool. Like the interesting part of this is that I feel like you get to see like a whole bunch of random junk. Is there actually something playing on the TV? Oh, it's just me. I'm flattered that they felt the need to watch me. It's an incredible help. I hope that they also hit like and subscribe to the channel. Unfortunately, they had me cropped out of the frame. I don't understand why. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. The guns are shooting me. And also the Gulf. The Gulf is also shooting me. We're not... Oh. We're not allowed to get a bird yet, nor are we allowed to get a bear. We're losing pieces quick. I think the best way that we could go is this way, and then go up, and then we get all those magnets first. This is why it's important to look around. I wish I had a little bit more leeway to just, you know, maybe stop and smell the magnets. Oh, we spin around for sure. Oh, you're in the way. Sorry, I broke the train standing in the middle of the tracks. It's the best place to stand if you're trying to stop oncoming traffic. Somebody's gonna slam on their brakes, and then you can't move for an entire eternity. Oh, the baseball is dangerous. I think we tried to get the rats. We got the rats, okay. Oh no, what they're doing? Maybe they understand. The rats are probably the most intelligent life forms. They've created the entire planet. And they understand the doom that is coming from the little Katamari guy as he sucks up everything that they've had done. And that's why they're hiding whenever the humans are not. The humans are arrogant and full of hubris, and they believe that they cannot be beaten by a little green guy. Little do they know that soon I'll be strong enough to take out entire planets. This is why war happens, because people just aren't willing to understand the true dangers. I think we're getting the books a whole lot sooner than we were last time. I think we tried to eat up a whole bunch of rats. There's something kind of... Oh, hold on. Go this way. Oh, true. I can just, like, use both ends to spin a certain way. I'm just kind of, like, stupid is the problem. Okay, we climb up like we're a horse in Skyrim. And we go, I think we turn to the left a little bit, and then we should be able to clear this corner. We're going for an expertly placed drift. 20 centimeters, a long way to go. I'm not sure about a long way to go. We got the door open. It's falling apart. It's smaller than 20 centimeters. If you can't, to make the Katamari bigger, you can't get to the next stage. Thank you. They could have sped him up a little bit. We get the sponges, and we also get whatever's over here. I don't know if we entered this room a single time last time. We got the light bulb. We cannot get the pig. Oh, we definitely did, but we just didn't spend time here because we were panicking. And that's why it's good to keep your head cool. Okay, light bulb. We're big enough. We get the India ink. Oh, how are we big enough for that, but we're not big enough for a dustpan? We are mayonnaise right now. We got the dried squid, stiff enough to stand up on its own. That's something I would be a little horrified of too. I appreciate that the remake here, they kept everything like super low poly just to keep the style, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure like a lot of this is actually like redone ground up. They do have the second remake as well, which I will probably get after playing this. Because game good. We're definitely big enough for this bear now. He's awake. He's awake. He just doesn't mind. I needed to see his face to confirm my suspicions, and confirmed they were. I don't know how I'm not, like, eating you up yet. Soon. You'll regret making a fool of me. That's all I know. Can we get the ruler? No, we can't. It's too busy supporting. We got the bear. We should be able to get this other bear. Maybe we can get the flowers straight out of the ground next time. Oh, here we are. It's over for you. We're now too good. We're too big to go underground. That makes things a little difficult, as our unfortunately our ability to move around has been greatly hindered. I would like to get the orange box as well. I think that's a big sign of the future. We did rip an entire plant out of the ground, though. We don't need the underground. We can simply climb now. Sparrow, detergent. If I can get up there, maybe get some melons. I think that increases our chances significantly. Melons are pretty large. Stars, an entire star that we can call our own. I suppose we're trying to make those, so it's a little symbolic for us. It's a deeply meaningful thing, and then we'll show our father, and he'll say, I'm not proud of you whatsoever. Oh boy, only 50 centimeters, still a long, long way to go. It's a lot sooner than last time, King. You should be grateful that it appears that we're actually making progress this time. We go over through the cat. The cat ends up freezing over here, which makes things a little difficult. Let's not turn this way. Oh, let's go this way. We get the dustpans now for sure. And then a thermos pot, don't mind if I do. We should make our way outside and then start wreaking havoc amongst the people that think they are safe on the outside world. It's not to keep us in, it's to keep them out, is what I'm thinking. 50 centimeters? Oh, it literally just tells you on the sign that that's how you get out. Either way, we're all good now. We're well beyond 50 centimeters. Oh, the cars, they have too much force. Singing an RC car and destroying everybody's life. I feel like there's that one video of like a crazy fast RC car hitting a guy directly in the shin. Those things can take you out. There's not much that you can do about it. Oh, why can't we get buckets yet? Oh, we got the whole flagpole. We're insane. Give me the rulers. Maybe, no, the box is certainly too big. 75. We get the buckets now. No, we don't. Okay, never mind. It was foolish of me to assume so. We can't get you either. Oh, we're eating cats. Dogs are next for sure. Oh, human. It's bad for us. Too dangerous. They've got the childlike wonder to not question what's happening here. Did we eat the RC cars? I didn't even notice. Maybe they're just playing with them a little further down. Here, oh, you're part of the collective now. Welcome. We need great minds like yourself to influence us in the future. Oh, we have to kill them and then we can. Okay. Get into that light jog. We need to take out this car. Where'd you go? You fearful fool. There's nothing that you can do to run from me. I'm ever growing. Give me some milk and I'll reach the stars within a year's time. It's the strength of the human body, the adaptability. Although I suppose we're not entirely human in this context. But I'm sure it's a similar type of deal. Except they just get a little bit more options in their repertoire. Instead of being limited to milk for the growing strong. We're the size of a snapper. What a nice Katamari. Tough, yet with a soft feel. But now that you've come this far, we'd love to have a much bigger, nicer Katamari. We'll leave you to your work then. I appreciate the faith, King. Oh, it did just get smaller. Oh, no. Let me eat the cat. We got the Ukeshi. We got some more toys. I think that's kind of like what we're built on. We are back. We're back to 1 meter. It's a dangerous world out here. And I'm making myself more prone to more pain. It's unfortunate. Okay. We got a trophy. We're glowing. Cats on the walls. They do climb like that. I remember whenever I was a kid, hold on, let me in. We're good. Okay. Whenever I was a kid, like my favorite cat, the booger cat that I love so much nowadays as well. I remember not being able to find him one day, and then eventually my parents noticed that he had climbed into the back of the couch, and I don't even know how he, like, did that. Because I remember, oh, we can get on top of the house. Hold on. Oh, we're just so slow. Come on, let me in. Okay. Onto the roof. We're playing Assassin's Creed. Can't be helped. Oh, we could have killed the kid, like, almost certainly. To 1 meters, 20 centimeters, and 1 millimeter. It's okay, but you can do better. Well, since you're the prince, you should do much, much better. The thing that you collected the most of is my Earth really is full of things. We got the playtime, games, and cute. Yeah, I suppose I am. Might delete the VOD later. We will now release it into the sky. What do we have? Something good, hopefully. Go wild. Okay. I suppose I will. Just on Earth next time, rather than in the sky. Here's a news update. The night sky is showing signs of recovery. The cause is being investigated. The news voice? I think I could do a news voice. Hurry up now, Mom. Now they're saying the stars are coming back. That's nice, dear. We'll miss the plane unless we hurry. But that's what they said. Let's just ignore everything and be completely oblivious. It's all ridiculous. Yes. No. This would have spoken to me as a child. I think it would speak to most kids where it's like, oh, they won't listen to me. I have something valuable to say, I swear. Make Cygnus. What is it? There's something missing? Is it our royal present? No, something more? Eureka, we have it. It's not graceful. The sky is utterly lacking in its grace. It does not float like a butterfly or sashay like the king. It's just not there at all. What's graceful on earth? Swans. That's what? Oh. Sending things to Earth, we're collecting swans this time rather than just crabs. We want some grace back in the sky soon, but the swans don't seem to have hatched yet. There's nothing but eggs. But strangely enough, if you roll these up, they'll start tweeting and hatching. Get as many as you can and make as swan stuff to Katamari as you can, and it'll be very graceful. We await news of your success. At least we'll wait for 7 minutes. Okay. Oh, ba-na-ba-na. I know this song. I want to roll you up into my life. Oh, we're killing birds. We're getting flung around. I suppose we don't, we need like those eggs the least. Hold on. The rats are taking our eggs. We got ducklings. The rats are taking our eggs and you're just letting it happen. Do. Yeah. This one's for whatever reason is like the one that comes on most often on the Spotify for me. Oh, they're frying. Oh, you're supposed to fly, not fry. Haha, you misunderstood. Hold on. Okay, we've got full-grown swans out of this one. Even more swan eggs. I think we're doing good. I guess the ducklings don't count. Okay, let's go over here. And then through here. Ducklings, unfortunately, that's not what we're looking for. I'm gonna be treating you like the king treats me. A complete and utter disappointment. Hopefully you'll grow into something powerful in your future, though. Although there's just no way to... Oh my god. I don't know how we didn't lose everything. Okay, let me up, let me up. Kick up, kick up. Never mind. We're not allowed to, unfortunately. Jump over. And then we have the process down for more swans. There's something unique about like geese and stuff. It's weird. I know people complain about them, but like I've never had the experience just because of my location, I suppose. Because I know that some people talk about like, and I am like mixing geese and swans up. In my head, they're basically the same thing. But I know for like geese, people complain about them being too loud and stuff, but like the only like actual birds and stuff that hang out around lakes and stuff around here for me are just like ducks and that kind of thing. So then I don't actually get the swan experience. Can I get you? Thank you. It's making me lose ducks. They're like dead. Okay, more eggs. I think it's worth it though because it gets them into... Oh no. We just lose them for a little bit, then we get them back later. It's okay, it's okay. Duckling. The spinning is a... Your yap is good BGM. I appreciate it. Is it as good as the Katamari BGM? Oh, let me build over. But the ducks, I feel like, at least are... Sorry if you're mostly lurking, it's a goofy game. No, that's fair. You can lurk or you can chat, I don't mind. If there's addition to chat, I'll just start talking with chat and whatever, but otherwise I have no issues with just making my own stuff up, which is mostly what I'm trying to do right now. Anyway, but you know, it's good either way. I don't mind. What was I saying? Oh, ducks. I feel like ducks are mostly like chill. But then people talk about like geese and stuff like they're literally Satan, where you're like, oh, but then geese are so mean. You come up to them and they start screaming, and then they just have like the general unpleasant vibe. I was about to say they start pecking and stuff, but I don't actually know if that's true at all. Have you ever seen like the what's the fluid? The like magnet fluid, the one that reacts to magnets? That's kind of what it looks like with like the feathers jumping out. Like we have the black fluid that is just on the ground, and then you stick the magnet near it, and then it's like complete static on top. We see Hina doll, we suspect. I don't think that's what it's called, King. I appreciate the addition though. Let me up, let me up. Okay, this is our access to more eggs. We had a kind of a goofy path, but now we're back to the main room, able to get more than we ever have before. I was maybe a little too eager to climb in the way that I had. I think they had dropped far too many suspicious... I was about to go full Amogus, I apologize. They dropped too many suspicious imposters that I'm having to deal with. I don't actually know how many of these are swan eggs. Somebody was hungry though, that's all I do know. Maybe they're inviting the neighbors over to eat swan eggs that are like still alive. Because they're not like, you know, you're not going to be eating an egg and then like a little bird pops out. Oh wait, but there just is like, there's certain like places where they do eat like eggs that have like formed like birds in them, I'm pretty sure. I've seen a picture and it like throws me off completely. I think that would be like the one thing where like I don't think I could. Like it would gross me out far too much seeing like a chick in the egg instead of it just being like yolk. Even like thinking about it is just kind of like unsettling in a unique kind of way. Let's go above again, I believe. It's really like the only place that we can go. Try to get more eggs. I don't know if we can increase in size, really. It's kind of difficult because of the limitations that we do have. I suppose we go this way, though. I don't think we've checked the eggs over here. I thought the snot bubble hanging out of her mouth was an egg, although I suppose I would rather eat an egg rather than reaching straight up to her nose than like, ugh, you know? Slurping it up, I guess. We're big enough now to eat the mouse traps. It's unbelievably simple to us now. We're completely safe. Let me get away from the golf club, though. That's a dangerous game that I would be playing. Oh, just let me up. Okay, we go over here. Those are eggs that he is throwing. You have 1 minute left. I can't believe it. Didn't we have like a full 7 minutes? It's kind of weird. The game, well... Oh, Katamari is so weird. I can't believe it. It's so like zany. Do you agree? It's strange, isn't it? But it's weird that I can't climb some of these areas, I think, because then I'm struggling. I'm kind of just slamming into them, but then you have to hit the specific angle. I think you're having to hit like similar calculations in your head where like I think like with like race car drivers and stuff, they're like aware of how weight distribution affects like how they can make turns and that kind of thing. So then like you especially if you're on a motorcycle, right? Because if you're on a motorcycle, you physically like lean into stuff, and that way you can like clear corners and that kind of thing. So I feel like the clearing of the corner, a big part of that, and clearing it quickly is like leaning into it at the exact right like angle, so you're not like falling over, but also you're like not sitting just straight upright, because then you're not really turning at all. That's kind of like the calculation, the mental know-how that we're having to hit straight in the middle of the levels, just so that we can go up a little bit. Tweet, 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 noisy things. We'll take the graceful rainbow back. Yes, it's incredibly graceful, although I'm sure you're disappointed. We did like so little. 37, 38, 39, 44. 44 swans. Graceful. Blah. Commonplace, it'll make a commonplace constellation. Commonplace grace, skin deep grace. Fake grace, grace light. It'll be a counterfeit constellation. There'll be a pale imitation of a swan in the sky. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. I appreciate it. Your faith in me is incredible. Cygnus, 62%. It wasn't that bad. Oh, the child's back. I feel it. I feel the cosmos. Tuning into PBS and seeing Neil deGrasse Tyson on the TV, just like a phoenix. Am I right? He has plenty to tell you about the stars in the sky. Yes, we can overwrite. No, we will not quit the game. I'm much more brave now. I just feel like left bumper, I think, should make me go right instead of right bumper making me go right. I think it just makes sense for that to be kind of the inverse, because I think left bumper makes me think of like if I were to take like a lazy Susan and like spin it to the left, then I would be heading right. Right? The right would come to me. So, and that's kind of like what I'm thinking. But I suppose it is the Katamari going to the right rather than the right coming to me. So maybe I'm just completely out of my depth here, and I apologize. Goldmiddag. Have you been to the Netherlands? We stopped in the day before yesterday. We hope you can visit during the day's rolling, like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes, a royal present for the hard-working prince. That's what we were thinking, but it got swiped right off of us on Earth. Pickpocketed during the morning rush hour. Very well done too. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. I just don't know if I would have the confidence to pickpocket the king. I see a guy with like an entire like stick for a head. He turns around, you get bodied. I don't, it's just weird. Today you'll be rolling around the town. The Katamari should be, let's see, around relaxed 1.5 meters. We can believe in you for 13 minutes in Earth time, but any longer than that, and even the king of all cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to a nice Katamari. Procrastinating prince. Oh, isn't it getting a little too real? I remember, because, you know, I used to play bass. I still have it, but I haven't touched it in quite a while. And I remember, like, bringing my bass around for, like, concerts and stuff. And, my bass bag only had one strap on it. It didn't have two straps, which meant that the bass rested like a messenger bag or a purse or whatever you want to call it. Either way, it went over one shoulder and it rested on one shoulder and it went down. And that means that the neck of the bass was kind of just hanging out. And I remember having to be constantly aware of where this thing would go, because there were legitimately times where I hadn't thought about it, and then I end up trying to go through a door and I hit the base on one end, like on the edge of the door, and then like if the other end is far enough out, then that could also hit the door. We got a waypoint, a new driver sign, which would be like horrible, and then like probably like actually did real damage to my base, but thankfully not enough to like actually be meaningful. But like I'm almost certain that I did like hurt my base. And this extends even further back to like whenever I would play tuba and stuff in high school. I was in the marching band, so like meant that I was playing a sousaphone. And if you don't know what a sousaphone is, it basically is just a marching version of the tuba. It is like it plays all the same notes that a tuba would, and it sounds like the same, except you're marching with it. It's a big circle that you put around yourself. It rests on your shoulder, and it's incredibly heavy, and probably actually hurt me a lot. But I remember that as well, because that meant that you had this giant like circle above you where the actual horn was, where the sound would come out from. Oh, I thought we could just like body the elephants, but unfortunately that's just not the case. I think we got a little too comfortable, and now our own hubris is going to do horrible things to us. Maybe I should stop saying we, because it's me making the choices here, and I shouldn't be blaming you for my own decisions. I think we can take the crabs though, for sure. Oh, my hubris. My ego completely destroying me. We can get the milk cartons for sure. All the milk cartons and bottles, they're ours now. We need to get to 1.5. I think we go under, since this should be a... oh, we're just already too big. That probably would have been a good way to get a whole bunch of like small points fast. But unfortunately, I have the lack of an explorative mind. I'm not getting to America, purchasing all of Louisiana, which extends all the way to the top of Canada, and then mapping it out completely all on my own. I'm simply too fearful to do that, so instead I continue to ram into walls and let things go horribly, horribly wrong. Envelope for our postcards. I think we get a game system here soon, which will allow the prince to actually have fun and maybe escape the stress that his father is putting on him as he locks himself away for the remainder of his life and achieves very little due to the stress that his father has enacted on him without a lack of a support group. I'm sorry to hear that, Prince. Let's go for the toothbrushes. I think that'll help greatly. Here we are. Okay. An entire plate. It'll make things a little harder to roll, especially as we stick out so much, but I'll still go ahead and take it. There's a whole human there as well, and the elephants are now afraid of me. This implies that Toy Story is canon in the universe, as they can feel fear. And so there's probably a movie locked up out there where Woody gets sucked up by a giant ball and then can't handle it anymore and dies. It sounds like somebody's creepypasta. It's incredible that in the past, like, and maybe it was just 12-year-olds, which, you know, I would have fit into that category because I would have been 12. But like creepypastas back then would have been like, I went to the mall. I went to the mall in the used DVD shop, and I got this used DVD of Toy Story, and whenever I watched it, something wasn't quite right at the beginning, but I just assumed that maybe there was a little bit of decay on the disc that was making it hard to read. Maybe it was just a little scratched. There's a way through here. Where's here exactly? I don't know if I can like actually look around and stuff, so we're just going to completely ignore the king and do our own thing, because I think that we're in our rebellious phase. I went to the mall and then bought the scratched Toy Story, and whenever I began, it was just a little off, and I just assumed that it was because of the scratch, but eventually I noticed this big shadow that was resting over the entire movie, and I realized that this could not just be from one scratch, as sometimes the shadow would move around, and Woody would look up in horror and say, there's a snake in my boot, do you see that? And then Buzz would say, the end is near, the end is near. Woody, we must have made a horrible, horrible mistake. We needed to sacrifice to the stuff god. And then the giant Katamari ball rolls over, and Woody is crushed and absorbed into the life of a star. And then it becomes talked about forever. There's podcasts about it, and it's like, this was one of the strongest creepypastas of our time. Scary stories kind of just don't live up to what they used to back in the internet whenever I was 12 years old. I remember like shaking whenever I heard of this and been drowned, but like real horror just doesn't exist anymore. We need more writers writing things like Sonic.exe. It's our only connection into feeling fear anymore. And what's the point of like living without stories such as, oh, I'm losing it, not like mentally, but like stuff that I can have on my ball. Okay, I think we found a way, because I was struggling for a good little while, but we are already halfway there, and I believe we were given like a full, was this a 10-minuter? I can't remember. Go over the car, like the hail that completely and utterly destroyed any chance that I had of having a decent looking windshield. Unfortunately, I had driven behind a semi truck in the past as well, and it dropped like a small pebble that immediately flung backwards and hit my windshield and like left an indented crack. But, you know, I think I could get away with that one, but I just can't anymore. Oh, we found the way out. We are now a menace. Oh, we are completely through. Let's get the buckets. This should be like easy growth so quick. Okay. Oh, not in the water. I imagine that our stuff would get a little soggy, and then we would have that slimy texture that we were talking about earlier. That people pretend like they're so scared of, but I think they're just making it up, because I think oatmeal is pretty like universally appreciated. Do people dislike oatmeal? Maybe that's like an old person thing. Am I getting like an old person's palate already? Am I gonna like start having the desire for like grits soon? Is it over for me? I'm going to the Walmart and grabbing anything that has Chef Boyardee and Quaker Oats on the label. And maybe it's weird. I feel like it's weird to like to group Chef Boyardee in with like Quaker Oats stuff, because the Chef Boyardee obviously is like mostly like, oh, a 10-year-old wants a SpaghettiOs. But I feel like, did we just kill a kid? I feel like most of the access, maybe he'll get some SpaghettiOs and he'll feel a lot better. What is that? But at least for me, like that kind of food was... Oh, I just didn't even see that we were stuck on a thing. That's a little embarrassing. I apologize. The SpaghettiOs and ravioli and that kind of thing, that was always from my grandparents. I basically never ate that stuff from like my parents buying it. This is the wrong way, I realize. We could probably do like real damage. Let me take that jackhammer from you. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. I understand. Let's get the cowboy boots. Oh, we stole the cat, but not the car. We got it. Sorry, let me get that for you. We harvest the potatoes and then sell it to them for 20 septims. It's a complete waste of time, but it's free money, so I don't see why not. Oh, get out of my way. I think we grabbed the logs. Mortars. There we are. A lamp post. What a nice Katamari. Very cool. Very dashing. But now that you've come this far, we would like to have a super nice Katamari. Why don't you go ahead and get much bigger? I can do that. I swear. Oh, sorry, old man. Unfortunately, your time has ended. It's time for you to pass on to the next generation. Can I get the bikes? No. Can I get the people? Because eventually you can just take the people, right? Like, almost certainly. Hold on. No. Well, I think I... Oh, we got Miharu Nyawada? I think them being named is a little worrying. Why is... Oh, don't cry. That makes me feel worse about it. Schoolgirl, you are unnamed. That's so goofy. Just a little bit. We're ending civilization as we know it. We feel a growing sense of hope. Oh, we should put this in the diary. Ending all of human civilization so they have the sky to look at. I'm feeling a growing sense of hope. Unfortunately, I didn't choose to do this, to be clear. Something's coming. Junko Sugiura, delivery guy, Hideto Nema, no parking sign. Let me get that guy. Wouldn't want to leave him rolling. Oh, he is a roller boy. Biker flag. Come back, lady. No one is safe. Fat businessman. Oh, I apologize. And then I guess we could get the farmers, but I kind of am curious if I can get the, Oh, come here. No one is safe. Oh, the motorcycle. I almost forgot what it was called. Bike. It's a cycle. You're running the wrong way, fool. Oh, I don't think we're fitting through that. Okay, never mind. We go back down. We have a full 2 minutes remaining. I think we get every single person left in this town. We leave nothing in our wake. Oh, are we stuck? We kind of are. Why did they put a ceiling in the mall here? It's unreasonable to expect me to navigate this. Hold on. More people. We are well fed. Oh, gold statue. I wish that maybe things felt a little less bad though, because they really make you feel bad for it. It's like playing Virtue's Last Reward, choosing Betray, and Sigma's like, I would never do such a horrible thing. They want you to think about it. And like, I'm just absorbing these people, destroying their entire livelihood, and I have to be okay with it. This old lady can't even move. She's moving around on a little thing with her knees. It's kind of impressive strength. It's getting a little difficult to like move the ball around. I've lost all momentum. I want to get a hold on. I understand you were just doing your job, but unfortunately you should have been doing something like staying home or indoors. I'm not big enough to absorb a house yet. That was your only safe spot. Hold on, Junior. You're part of the mass now. The Horde. The hive mind. We think together, and we exist together. He better say great things about me. I like, not doubled. We got like 75% increase from what he expected of us. Royal Rainbow. I expect like, basically saying that I'm the greatest Katamari roller of all time. It's pretty big. We imagine it'll make a pretty star. If it were ours, we'd make it much bigger. No. Can't you just appreciate what I've done? Number 1, vegetables. There it is. That's why you have to eat them from a young age. That way you can support such growth. My earth really is full of things. We will now release it into the sky. I haven't even taken a drink in so long, I realize. There's a unique feeling of like your lips getting to the point where it's just like tectonic plates sitting on them that they can oh my god. Oh, there's Top Shell Island already. He's gone. The kid seeing things, it's not real. I know I saw that huge guy. I realized I should probably like read these as well instead of just like making you do it on your own. It would be kind of rude. Save complete. Quit game? No, we go on. Right bumper to move to the right. Any extra levels for us? Make Corona Borealis. Corona did a lot of damage too. I just don't know if I'm comfortable with all this. What is it? It still needs something? Is it our royal present? No, something more? Aha, oh yes, it's not gorgeous. The sky is not gorgeous at all. A starry sky and it still manages to look shabby. It has none of the beauteous maximal gorgeousness of our crown. Sending things to Earth. I don't know what he's gonna be asking me to get. Oh, that ball. Oh, it's blinding. Amazing, amazing. The Earth looks amazing today. What's this? Crowns everywhere. We are super shocked, feeling super lucky. Let's roll them all up before somebody shows up. Get as many as you can and make as crown-studded Katamari as you can. For a beautiful constellation for a super fab gorgeous sky. These crowns must belong to someone. There are just too many. If a likely person shows up, we'll make a getaway to the great cosmos. In the meantime, we have 9 minutes. Hurry, pilfering prince. Okay. Well, we started. Oh, I immediately messed up. Grab it straight off the dog's head, I think. Never mind, we can't. The ball is like a vast majority of the size that we have achieved, and it feels a little bad. And like I'm looking incredibly tiny in this perspective, just because I can even see myself still. And it's throwing me off. Oh. Well, that would have been an incredible crown to have. Maybe we can get it someday. We got the phones for sure. Sounds like my alarm. It's gotta be like the royalty-free sound. Manhole cover. We should be able to fall in. Whoa. Hold on, we're picking up ideas. Vague shapes that can be absorbed into our collective. Turn around, telephone achieved. Hello, hello, this is the king. So true. I think that is just actually the sound of my alarm. It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible sound. And I think that I'm feeling like the PTSD from it. They were at the play listening to some guy speak. And unfortunately, that is no longer an option for them. We eat the cats. Come back. You feline fiend. Okay, we're good. Over the edge. Dogs should be fearful now as well. We got him. Unfortunately, he is still safe. We have to increase in size before we can get such a marvelous crown. Okay. And then we move to the right a little bit. What am I doing? Oh, yes. Growing. As our never-ending hunt to improve continues. That wasn't really a crown that you had. I'm a little disappointed. We have, oh, it's not a crown either on that other one. Give me. We do have enough size to pick up this dog now. I believe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Did we get the dog? We did not. Dog is huge. I guess dogs are usually a little bigger than like buckets and stuff, but I just expected a little better. I'm a little scared of picking up these things that let me go up, like the chairs and stuff. Not only would they not be able to sit anymore, but then it would kind of defeat my purpose, as I wouldn't be able to effectively go up and down anymore. Ugh. Still not havable. I don't want to leave this area, because I just want to have the stuff. We get the potted plants for sure. Oh, get back up, get back up. We go up the hill. Okay, we're good. And we get this, what's it called? A crown? How am I forgetting the name of the crown despite being royalty? I suppose that's where the disappointment comes from. Did we get the dog? Here he is. He's ours now. And we get some of these guys as well. Come back. Here you are. We have it. Okay. Just hit their home. And there's nothing that they can do. They need to emerge to see what had been done. We've completely destroyed everything. Set off the end of the world as they understand it. Unfortunately, they do not understand much, and because of that, we have free reign. Maybe fortunately, rather. Let's go ahead and flip around again. We've achieved some extra growth. As long as we don't lose any crowns, we're okay. I need to get even more, though. Oh, here's even more. We're at 25. Quarter of 100 crowns. Can I... Where's the exit? I can't even remember. It's kind of embarrassing. Somebody crashed. I didn't realize the kind of mayhem that I had wreaked upon this area. Let me get that crown. We're at 26. Unbelievable. Down. Up? I actually don't know. Katanas? A nice katana collector. I don't need them, but I respect the craftsmanship, and as such, I would like to collect katanas and hang them upon my wall. I'm sure it'll be an incredible investment. We go down, more crowns to be had here for sure. Maybe they were expecting me to go down sooner because these are much smaller than I expected. The King Peach, no longer. There's only one king to be had. We're committing regicide. It's not even a question for me. Right now, regicide is the best option that I have to instate my own royalty. Here we are. Playing with swords? Not anymore. The chicken has been drowned. I'm sure that's a term for something else as well. We get you. No, we don't. The trash can for sure, though. No, never mind. We start with smaller trash cans called buckets. You get creative whenever you have limited resources. Oh, a whole cow. Just wandering. I feel like one of the unique things about living in like a middle of nowhere area, like out in the country, is that you end up with situations and stuff, and I'm not sure how it is in like other parts of the US, but at least where I am in Texas, you have to be careful. Or at least in my hometown anyway, you have to be careful because there's like a super real chance, and it's happened to my grandparents before, where they were just driving down the road, and while they were driving and it was like pitch black outside, a cow was in the process of crossing the street, and because of that... Oh, hold on, let's get the kid with the crown. You made a mistake being bold enough to wear that crown in front of me. Apparently the bench makes him too powerful. Let's get you as well. Ooh, this crown resembles the crown of the king, so we definitely do need to get that one as quickly as we can. But I remember my having to be like genuinely concerned because, you know, like my grandparents obviously a little old, and they aren't going to take like accidents the best. And this was caused by a cow crossing the street in the middle of the night, and I believe it actually like was a horrible, well, obviously, but it was really bad for the car. A lot of just men standing here in suits. I don't know what they were going for. Okay, hold on. Maybe businessmen? I'm not sure. Let's go over the edge. Uzurawa? Is that how it's read? I can't remember. Uzurakawa. That's my guess. It's been a long time since I've thought about the Japanese study. Either way, I know that I was talking about a river, and that's probably all I need to know. Oh, we got the crown straight off of his head. Even more. Oh, bold crown. Bold crown choice. I appreciate the fashion sense. Unfortunately for you, that means that I'm taking you with me. Whether you like it or not. Oh, we just got like 6 cats at the same time. Is that a statue? It is. Okay. Can we even fit through here anymore? I don't think so. We have to try to go over. And over we went. We got the Quail River sign. Thank you for translating. I needed it. I was incapable. Okay, the chickens as well. One of our royal presents. Oh, this is my first time finding one. I didn't know that we were actually like looking for presents, but apparently I should have been. Be sure to keep it in the Katamari till the end. Oh, well, I have no idea what it was, so that might be a little difficult. You have 1 minute left. Thankfully, that's not much time to lose the royal present, so we should actually be okay. Let's go over and then absorb this into as well. It's a strange thing having to completely destroy everything. I feel like the older games like this end up with these weirder concepts, and it's cool to see like a return sometimes, because you get the you see a game like the what am I thinking of? But I think there's been more like arcadey games lately that is a little satisfying, because there was a big step away from it for a while. Not to make myself sound like, oh, only these games from the past were good, because I don't believe that, but I feel like there's an appeal to them. I appreciated the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk whenever that came out. Oh, did we miss a whole section? I believe that we did. I didn't even know that this was up here. Wait, no, I did not skip a whole section. This was the same. Shoot, someone's coming. We can't open our eyes. It's too dazzling. Let's take the gorgeous rainbow back. What do you mean? Who showed up? Maybe it was his own reflection? Dazzling, 78 crowns, astounding, no wonder we're dazzled. Well, it's something that they have such a lot of crowns. Earth isn't a complete backwater, but there were more crowns. We saw them, yes we did, with our very own eyes. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. This is the first time he hasn't demeaned me. I'm starting to feel a little happy. A little bit of joy for the first time in my life. Corona Borealis. Pretty strong constellation. She has returned. I feel it, the cosmos inside of me ever expanding, the connection that I feel with the universe around me as my third eye opens. Corona Borealis is back on top. So romantic. Thank you, child. Okay. Save? Yes. No. I think we do probably one more. Make a star 6. Already on level 6, we're clearing. As-salam alaikum. Have you ever been to the Arabian Peninsula? I almost... We hope you can visit during the days rolling, like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes, a royal present for the hard-working prince. That's what we were planning, but we got bored. We gave your present away to somebody on Earth. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. I can roll up. I can roll up just fine. Today, the Katamari should be, let's see, around a crisp 3 meters. We can believe in you for 11 minutes in Earth time, but any longer than that, and even the king of all cosmos can't be expected to wait. You soppy prince. Oh, I apologize for sopping. We've got one of the weirder songs this time. Okay, go over. Beach ball? No, I'm not worthy. I don't think I've ever played like volleyball on a beach or anything. Obviously I've played it, but like in like designated volleyball zones at like parks or whatever, where they have like the sand down. I feel like I've missed a lot of the beach going experience, because I live in, well, I live in Texas, so like there's not a whole ton of options for beaches in the first place. And like the only good beach, I think it's good with like air quotes, because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be great here, the situation, the beach situation. But the closest I can come is a pretty bad beach that is like pretty rocky from what I understand. So then I end up with like a complete lack of beach going experience. I used to go to Florida decently often because I have family there, and I remember going as like a kid. That is like PTSD inducing with the alarm sound, but never had the volleyball experience. Oh, okay, let me go over. Briefcases. Somebody needed those, but unfortunately I need them more, just so I can feel a little bit of pride in my own work. Oh, why are they trying to get me? They're actually trying to attack me this time? I believe that by the end of this, we definitely get the boat. We're moving on from humans. We're moving on to the structures that keep them safe. It's the complete erosion of everything that we can bring to the planet that we are on. That's our goal. The bear is trying to attack me as well. Everything has become so violent. I don't understand. Maybe it's the... Maybe they're just more aware of what we've done. But it's actually kind of upsetting. They actually see me this time. Oh. Incoming. We're okay. Let's get you. Let's just go over you, I think. It's like a massage. Whenever I was I remember like having to like, there's a whole ton of like back popping strategies, and one of the most common that I've experienced has been you have somebody lay face down on the ground, and then you just walk across their back, and it should like pop every single bone in their body, just because, you know, you're a human and you weigh a human's weight. You didn't have to re-ring. I get the idea. And so that is like a pretty strong way of popping somebody's back. But then you also have the way where you have somebody like cross their arms in front of you, or in front of them. And then you grab them from their arms, like across, like you're going in from a bear hug from behind. And then you kind of use your stomach and just like pick them up as hard as you can, like shake them against your stomach. And then as their back like hits, it's like straight down the line, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all in unison. They're like coordinated swimmers, synchronized swimming. Except it's your back that has been completely locked up from shrimping far too much. And that's one of the more, if it goes well, it's one of the more satisfying ways to have your back be popped. But unfortunately, like sometimes they do it just like incorrectly, and then you end up with like a half popped back that ends up just being more painful than anything, as they completely like split all the like it's a rotating formation. It's kind of like you're going for 13 orphans in Mahjong, but just like on your back, where you're going 1 9 1 9 1 9, and then a whole bunch of unrelated stuff. Except, you know, it's the linkages on your spine. So like your nerve endings are getting split in two, and you're in complete and utter pain. And then the problem with like the one where you're just getting walked across is that, you know, sometimes it gets a little hard to breathe, and you think, oh my god, I think my ribs are going to crack, because you, for whatever reason, in your infinite wisdom, agreed to let like a 250-pound guy walk across your back. And believe it or not, that's painful. Oh, he's hiding under the boxes. Some people are catching on for sure. It's their plan to stay safe. Unfortunately for them, I go through these. I don't know what the song reminds me of, but I feel like I've heard something basically exactly like it before, but except it was not this song for sure. Like, it was a different one. It's a weird connection. I feel like you get a pretty like decent wide variety of stuff to listen to in this game. And I feel like if you wanted to be really pretentious, you could go all in on the pretentiousness of Katamari, even though it's like a goofy game. In a weird way, I think the more goofy games allow the most pretentiosity. Pretentiousness, sorry. I was about to get pretentious with my words. That's not even a real word. I was just making stuff up. Because I'm like, oh, this sounds a lot better than anything actual people could come up with. I'm going to start making my own words. But they allow you to get more pretentious, because then people are like, games or like media doesn't allow itself to reach into these interesting genres anymore. The tropes that they pull into are all the same. They're afraid of touching music that pulls its roots from Pico Pico Pop, and because of that, they can't allow people with more specific tastes to enjoy anything anymore. And rather than that, everybody's just enjoying completely bland nonsense that has no place in the artistic realm. This is why we have to take a step back and only appreciate things that were made before 2011. After 2011, it all fell apart. Like, I'm not sure. I'm making people up to argue with at this point. I don't think anybody's ever talked like this. I'm just building my own demons inside of me. It's how the outrage, I guess, just feels a little attractive. I'm sure you could probably find like one random guy online, but maybe that's not what you should be doing, and rather should be searching for your own connections that make you happy. And that's the pretentious kind of, well, that's like pretentious in its own way. We're kind of like ever looping on the pretentiousness point. So I apologize. It seems like I can't help it. Like I'm actually just built-in pretentious. Like, oh, you want to watch this? You'll get the pretentious experience too because I know nothing else. I can't help it. It's because I've read a book. I've read one book, and so I think that my my words have any value. They don't. Okay, let's go back. No, I'm stuck. There's probably definitely just a situation where you end up stuck and you can't do anything. I think oh, I don't understand. Why is it so hard to pick people up still? Oh, not anymore? We've cleared. Now is our shot of hitting 3 meters because they fear me. We get the ball for sure. We need it. Balls on the thumbnail, balls in the game. Next there will be balls in real life. You won't believe what they put on dudes. Let's grab the panda rider as well. Never mind, the panda is simply still too large. I was hoping that I could pick up the light as well, but that's not doable either. Oh, we do have bushes though, which increases us greatly. Maybe a statue is in our future. Unfortunately, not at this point. It's a little too flaccid in structure for us to be able to pick it up. If we're maybe a little more strict and frigid, I believe that we could make it. But unfortunately, we do have to wait. We have it. Okay, we have one Spirit of Sorrow. What a nice Katamari. Very airy and exciting. But now that you've come this far, we would love to have a much bigger, super thicker Katamari. We'll leave you to your work then. Thank you. I'll show you that I'm worth believing in. Here we are. Let's get the car. And then I think it's probably about time that we revisit the downstairs. Oh, he's scared of me now? Fear me, child? I'm taking your panda. Where'd he go? Here you are. You had no shot. Unfortunately, like, I'm just better than you are at this, kid. Let's start grabbing people. Get on the boat, I think? Oh, no, we're not big enough. Okay. Oh, and there's a whole area that I could climb up here. Not yet, but in the future. What's this? This looks new. 7th step. 7th step from what? From, like, hell? Or... No problem. Scuba gear in the water? Good idea. We wouldn't want to be completely unsafe here. We run a tight ship. We wouldn't want anybody to be hurt. Which is why we're stacking people on top of each other like they're Jenga blocks. It's responsible, I swear. We're trying to, maybe doubling in size is a little too foolish to believe that I can achieve. But I think if we can hit a 5 meter, I think I would be happy. I think I would be incredibly happy. Can we get this rock? No, we can't. Rocks are unachievable. We have the campfire. We're certainly killing people now. The deer head attached. It's insane. Oh, we go up. Even more city that was hiding. Why had nobody told me? Oh, they're shooting me? They do fear me. We've gone too far. I think we blow up the gas station. I think it allows us much more. Okay. 4 meters is about to be achieved, certainly. New parts of the map. You have 1 minute left. Okay, we make it. Oh, we're back to the boat. Let's get the binoculars. I was about to say telescopes, but that was clearly incorrect. These people have been sleeping down here. Let's get them. Let's pick them up. You have a much greater purpose as part of the group. And then we go over, and then we go over yonder. I don't think we can fit. Oh, we certainly can. We get the flower beds, and then the trees. Okay. 5 meters, please. At least halfway there. 540. It's just so hard to move at this point. We get the vending machine. And then we try our hand at the Spirit of Sorrow. We achieved. Statues are just our strongest bet. We get the light poles. And we get another light pole, which increases us significantly. Unfortunately, significantly is not enough. We need, monumentally would be the word that we're looking for. That's the kind of vibe that we need. It's time. We have a piano lesson now, so we'll go back to space. Royal Rainbow. I don't want to play the piano, please. No, no, just let me keep rolling. It's okay, but you can do better. Since you're the prince, you should do much, much better. I thought I did good. The thing that you collected the most of is flowers, vegetables, and celebration. We do welcome a little bit of earthly cheer here. My earth really is full of things. We like a little bit of a live, laugh, live. We love a little bit of a live, laugh, love kind of vibe. We will now release it into the sky. That's okay, it's okay. Dandelion. Oh, I love The Witcher. He was a cool character. Going to Hawaii? Where are we at? Probably not, huh? I see it. I see the rocket. Oh, we're watching the launch. Hey, Michiru, that's where Dad is. Oh, he's gonna see the king. I burped. I super apologize if you could hear that. Excuse me. I didn't know that it was gonna be coming like that, so it kind of caught me by surprise, so I couldn't, like, lean away. Nor could I mute in time for it. It just kind of, like, unwelcomed, like, forced itself to the front of my attention. I know that I said one more, but I kind of want to do one more. Is that okay? Is that okay? I think it's okay if I do one more. Maybe we make Gemini or we make Pisces. That's for sure the plan. Ursa Major, maybe even. Make Pisces. Gemini. I think Ursa was hiding, so I think we go for Ursa. They're trying to make a statement by keeping away. It got away. To tell you the truth, we were also making a constellation, Ursa Major to be exact, a parent that leaves all the work to the child that looks bad. Deadbeat, yes. Yeah, kinda. So we were finally done, and then the last one gets away. Shoot, stupid bear. We are sick of it, so just go roll me up one bear and roll up the present too. One bear? Sending things to Earth? We can handle a bear easily. I smell a bear. Bad bear's bad. Hurry up and start rolling. Just one. That's all we need. One bear. We're just missing one last bear, so give us the largest bear you can find. We shall be patient for 10 minutes. We leave you to your work. Oh, we need a big bear. Also, look how tiny we start. We're immediately starting in the bear. Okay. Score, you got a bear? We can calm down now. What is that? It's small? We didn't lose a small little bear like this. Fine. What? Next time, get a much bigger bear rolled up. We will now release into the sky with a mighty roar. I'm just gonna let this one happen. There's 3 items on that. We're gonna do one more though, because that was quickly. I understand the meaning of bears. I could barely understand the meaning of life before, but now I can bear the news to the world, as I have learned how to bear my own existence. So true. Oh, I apologize for making fun of you. It appears that you will be dead. We'll save the save for next time. Save the save. Make Gemini. Make Pisces. Or make a star 7. I think we're Gemini fans right now. Gemini cricket. How can this be? There's something missing. Yes, that's it. We get it now. It has no mystery. The sky has no mystery. It's so straightforward and easy to understand. That's important, of course, but just so boring. We'll tell you what's mysterious. Twins. What is with that connection? Is it telepathy? Do they have ESP? Man. They might have telepathy. I've seen a lot of telepathy stuff lately, and I think telepathy might be the thing. Eek, identical. Mind-bending. Uncanny. Come to think of it, didn't you have a twin? Really? So not true? Well, that's boring. No surprises there at all. Well, your deficiencies aside, get as many twins as you can and make as twin pack to Katamari as you can. For a beautiful constellation, a super fab, wonderful sky. Since it's all about twins, you'll have 11 minutes, double the usual. We look forward to the result. Solitary Prince. Can't wait to have a child and then completely not remember anything about them, and then get a little upset whenever they don't appreciate everything that I do. So we have to... Are we just growing? Yeah, 3 meters. Oh no, we're just picking up like things that are the same as each other, I guess. Well, that makes things easy, I think. Anyway, bowling pins. Cats are already killable. Oh, pairs. I get it. So 1 pair counts as 1. We're getting the 7 pairs hand is where we're at. Oh, this is plenty of pairs. Maybe not. Oh, do you have to get a whole collection? I thought we were just twins. Oh, this is a horrible section. I apologize for it. Oh, no. Oh, give it back. Give it back, please. I worked hard for that. Oh, we get the ladles. A ladles. There's probably like a specific animal grouping name for ladles, which doesn't make too much sense, but I just have a feeling. Shiver, the old dog. Let's go here. Lots of sumos. Oh, we don't want to get caught by them? Almost certainly not. We get the wood though. We're a big fan of wood. Why is that not completed? Maybe we have to get the whole place? Stole the food out of his mouth? I apologize. Let's get the campfire. Maybe we're not allowed to yet. Never mind. The wood's all down here though. Okay. Grab over here, and then once we're big enough, we should be to a point where it doesn't even matter what we're rolling over. The rolls will simply topple everything in its path as we completely destroy everything. I don't understand the goal of the Katamari King and Prince, but it does not seem to be well formed. We'll just go this way, I think. Let me spin around a little bit, and then I think that we should be able to turn like, oh. We'll not pick you up for now. The people anyway. The cows are for sure ours though. I'm not too worried about the cows. Hold on, let me in. And let me in once more. Just don't remove my stuff, please. I happen to need them. I'm a big fan of just grabbing random things and then collecting them for years and years and then never getting rid of them. We love hoarding, don't we? Just in case I need 27 beach balls, I think it'll be good to have them on hand. You never know. Somebody might end up with a wound and I'll have run out of gauze, and then instead of doing that, I will take a beach ball, cut it in half. The air will deflate, we'll be left with nothing but the plasticky exterior. And then with the plasticky exterior, we will then take a blowtorch, put it over the wound, and then attach it to the leg permanently, like a patch. It's impressive how huge they are. Let's grab the, never mind, we're not allowed to. They just hate us. Oh, just because I'm better at picking stuff up than you are? I think we can probably grab the bears, though, at least. At least the campfire for sure. Bears, too? Baby bear? Oh, that's why they're so easy to pick up. Papa bear, older brother. Unfortunately, emerging hiding in the rock was not ever going to work. You made a foolish decision by hiding in there in the first place. I'm unstoppable. Let's get the, hold on. Let me get the thing. How are you still, like, big enough? I don't understand. We're gonna go upstairs. We've got, like, a couple of arms to help us climb. Thankfully, they're at the specific angle that should support us. Penguins? Easy. Hello, they're triplets? Oh, my bad. Do I not get points for triplets? Because I thought I was getting points for, like, other collections. Maybe they do need to specifically be twins. But collecting triplets increases our size so that we can more effectively collect the twins that we need. So I don't mind at all. It's just part of the efficient process. Like shutting down somebody for doing their work and showing their work in like a math class, and then like as things move even closer to showing even more work, that way you can completely understand how mathematical operations work despite the simplicity of some of the earlier ones. And I think that this method of showing work even extends into English proficiencies and probably historical ones as well, as you need to explain the process that which brought you to your conclusion. Let's go over here, because if you have a reading of something without a reason for that reading, then there's nothing justifiable about your reading at all. Welcome, Toast. My goat is spitting it right now. Thank you. Although unfortunately we have not been able to collect goats. We're even struggling to get rams right now as we're not big enough. I do believe that it's probably worth trying again at this point though, so maybe we'll be a little bit more goaty for your taste. Unfortunately, that was simply just a sheep, and I'm a little stupid. It's bringing me a lot of Catherine flashbacks whenever I see those sheep with the horns on them. I think about how diabolical they are. They murder. We got a guy. Koshi Kakio, the older brother. And let's get this watermelon as well. younger brother? Oh. Oh, because they're twins. I get it. Younger brother. So there's a older brother binocular. There's a papa binocular. How can we not get you yet? It's absurd. We go into the water. We pick up the floaties. Takeo, older brother. Those are quadruplets. Oh, sorry. Are these fish? Toro, younger sister. Oh, we sit. Never mind. Sitting is a dangerous game. Get those swimmers. Oh, swimmers we will get. Welcome, Dino, by the way. We go over the top and then I think get the bushes, though. We'll come back to the swimmers later. I understand the passion for the swimmers, as it is a pretty impressive feat. Maybe you see a little bit of Michael Phelps and you get excited at his unworldly fish body. But I think we'll go for normal city goers instead right now. Can we get the motorcycle, please? Let's get the gang. Double punk. Those guys don't count as twins, but they were together. The one in front is in charge. Why are you setting specific rules upon me? I think if you weren't such a downer, we would have had these constellations built a long time ago. And you're the one that messed it up in the first place. Okay, let's go down. We're losing a lot of people really fast. I have no clue what's going on. Welcome, Royal. I apologize. There are some people that are bred for swimming, and I am not one of them. Yeah, maybe that fuels the, oh, yeah, there we go. We got a twin set of, fires. There's a unique thing, and I'm not sure, like, what makes a swimmer end up being, like... This might be a stupid question, but, is there anything where, like, you do enough swimming in your body, other than muscles, obviously, because you will get muscles? Can you, like, specifically, like, do some kind of exercise to get them more, like, because I don't even know how to describe it, but if you look at, like, Michael Phelps, if you look at Michael Phelps, he has, like, a specific thing going on with his body where he just does look like he belongs in the water. Can anybody get to that point, or do you just have to be lucky and get, like, the swimmer gene? And if you get the swimmer gene, you just become more, like, not hydrodynamic? I don't even know if that's the correct term. But you get the aqua dynamic. Oh my god, his torso. He might have a flying gene. I think he would do well in the air if you gave him some wings. Please let me pick you up. I need it. We've got 61 twins, but we definitely have room for more growth. We'll pick you up. Lupin. Oh, you're like the guy. Hold on. Grand opening, older brother. That's what they called his birth. And I'm sure they called the younger brother's birth the grand opening as well. Oh, we're huge. It's unbelievable. We're starting to pick things up that we never have before. Let's get the men down here. Masazaku and Maso. Genuinely and partially genetics, but Michael Phelps trains his ass, so if anyone were to do his regimen, I would assume they can develop a similar body. Maybe. But, you know what I mean, right? There's like a specific look. A boat is not as aerodynamic as it is hydrodynamic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where like I wasn't even sure if hydrodynamic was the word. Obviously it wasn't aerodynamic, because aero just means like air. I think I've locked myself in a bad spot here. He does have that look, I'm glad. Because, you know, part of it feels a little crazy. Because, like, you see the picture of him with, like, his arms lifted up, and he just has, like, a fish kind of look. Like, you wouldn't be shocked to see him down in, like, Atlantis. If you knew what Atlantis was, or where it was at all. Let's go over the chair. I think it's a little ridiculous that we haven't picked it up. I think the chair gives off a older brother vibe, so it's a little upsetting that it doesn't count. But maybe it doesn't even have a twin, so maybe that's why. I'm so dumb. We could have just gone up this way. We get the cows now. These fences should have counted. Can we get the car? No, we can't. It's just too much still. Let's go over the fence as well. Oh, it's tight fit. Slamming the end of the horn directly into the door. Now it's permanently dented. I deeply, deeply apologize to the school that had paid the money for it. However, I feel horrible. They bought me they bought a brand new tuba. I was the first to use it, as I was the greatest tuba player there. but I was short, so I needed a stand to even use the tuba because I couldn't put it in my lap, because if I put it in my lap, then my mouth couldn't reach the mouthpiece, which is, you know, a little counterproductive if you're trying to play the thing. So then I have to say, please give me that stand, and then the stand is old, so then the stand collapses under the tuba's weight, and then it lands directly onto the stand, and now the bottom of the tuba, the brand new tuba that's perfectly shiny, is permanently dented on the inside, stopping some of the airflow, and now it's like hurt. It's still a mystery. Beyond comprehension, a thing of wonder. We'll take these mystery rainbow back. I know I said one more, but I kind of do want to do like another one, so I think I'll do another one after this too. We'll finish out the collection of constellation rounds. 75 twins. Well, is it mysterious or normal or what? The real mystery is how you managed to get so few. What is it? Why? Roll up more mystery. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. Man, we love balls, don't we? Gemini, 75 made stars. Balls become stars. We're feeling the cosmos more than we've ever felt it before. The stars light up the life inside of my heart. I can feel the joy permeating from myself. I think if I were to walk near somebody that were having a bad day, I think they would start having a great day. And that's not an egotistical thing. It's simply just because of the aura that has been created by the life around us. Let's go save our game. Oops. No. Save complete. No, we'll do one more. We'll finish up and then I'll get off for real, because I actually am like starving. We'll get off the balls after this, I think. We'll make Pisces and get off the balls. That was beautiful. Thank you, Vino. I'm glad somebody understands. What is it? There's something missing. Eureka, we have it. It's not fresh. This sky is spoiled already. It's not fresh at all. It's very ripe. This is not acceptable. Quickly find some fresh fish on Earth. Oh, I thought we were going more for like a fruit thing, but then I guess the fruit would imply like permanently rotten, because you can't really revive that. Hurry, Prince. The sky is looking a little tired, much like your eyes. Oh, I'm glad like somebody's like thinking about me this time. All cloudy, like something you see on Last Week's Fish. Feeling a bit more at home on Earth and starting to get a little complacent, are we? Getting swelled head. Terrible. It wasn't an ego thing. I promise. I said so. Get as many as you can and make as fishy a Katamari as you can. For a beautiful Pisces, for a super fab fresh sky. We order you to look at rolling with a fresh eye. Rediscover it. We plan to rediscover waiting around for 6 minutes. Perk up, loser prince. I was talking about the rediscovery, kind of like I rediscovered, like, you know, the joy for oatmeal. I think the king does understand us in a unique kind of way, but he's just not willing to admit it. I guess we go down and then we immediately just start going for the fish. Is there like some giant fish that I can link up with? We're about to have one of the worst smelling balls on the planet. Going near the ball and then smelling nothing but rotten fish. I don't think that's a world that we want to live in. Oh, no. Okay, I got stuck for a minute. I was like actually scared that that was going to be like a permanent thing, because I couldn't get around. We go... Oh my god. Never mind, we go this way. I don't know if I can make it up that way though. Now we're stuck in the water. I suppose what better place to get fish than water? Oh, surf's up. Oh, get out of the way though. Let's go over. Straight over. Turn around. Fishing pole. Not what we're looking for. Don't get your smelly balls stuck in there, man. I apologize. Fortunately, we only got one ball stuck, so we were able to force the way free. If any more than that were to become entrenched, then I suppose we would have been locked away forever. Our ball would have been chastised, which is not what we're looking for. Are those crabs or stingrays? They're stingrays. There was a crab earlier that looked a lot like pretty similar. So like I know that sounds stupid and it's like obvious that they're stingrays, but I swear there was a crab earlier that looked similar. Can I get these? I sure can. Putting your fish out to dry. Imagine using this for like drying your clothes and then immediately snapping some fish on the next day and doing the clothes again the next day. I was saying doing the fish the next day, but then that like, is that even really a problem? Like it's just what? Oh no, the fish are gonna smell too much like my clothes that smell clean and fresh. That's not the problem here. The problem would be the clothes, the fresh clothes smelling like fish clothes. I think it's interesting. We have like a like we as people, and maybe not collectively, but like a lot of people decided like what animals would be cute to wear clothes. Like, you know, you'll see a cat wearing a little sweater, and it's like, oh, he's so cute, he looks so warm, and he's set for like the winter or whatever. You get your dog a little raincoat for whenever it rains outside, and you're like, oh, look at him, he's completely not chill, but like comfortable, and he won't get caught in the rain anymore. And then you see like a monkey, like there's the meme of the monkey with like the clown clothes, the clown makeup and stuff, and you give him a little shirt. And you're like, oh, look at how like kind of like childlike and youthful the monkey looks. This makes me feel joy that I would have whenever I was 4, and I'm like 57 now. But then nobody decided that we could give like a fish a little tuxedo. I don't really understand the reasoning. I feel like there maybe even like a little bit of scuba gear just for like something like thematic, I guess, if you didn't want to go the tuxedo route just because you felt it was ridiculous. I feel like there's a lot of room for growth there, at least a little bit of workshopping at least. And I mean, I understand to an extent that you don't want to like put clothes on every single animal, especially because like, you know, some animals straight up don't like it. Because like some cats, you try to put on the little goofy little coat or whatever, and they do the thing where they lock up and they fall over. But I don't really think that there's a fish equivalent for that, so maybe you wouldn't even be able to tell whether they're cool with it or not. Maybe that's part of the problem. But like maybe even like a turtle. So like, you know, whenever you have like a fight stick or a computer or something, you can get like special plates and stuff that go over the top, and then like for the fight stick you have like, oh look, my fight stick has Biken on it, so now wherever I go with my fight stick, everybody knows what I'm about, and they don't even have to question it. But then with turtles, nobody's like thought of like wrapping the turtle like they wrap their car. That shell is like open. I don't think they can like feel anything with it, so you gotta have like a tricked out shell. Put some like flames on the back of it, maybe throw a racing stripe on there to make it a little ironic, because, you know, slow and stuff. But maybe that would counteract it, and then maybe inspire the turtle to maybe speed things up a little bit, and then you have the tortoise and the hare, except the hare is the one that had to stop. Or not, the hare is the one that never stopped, and the tortoise is the one that went so fast that he was like, I have plenty of time. Let me take a little break and catch up later, just to show the hare how bad he's fallen off, because now I can clear it all on my own, because I've got this cool little racing stripe on the back, and he probably got like a spoiler too on the back of his shell, just like gently glued on. I don't see why there's any reason to not do it. We've got 100 fish now. We've completely grown. We've grown further than I ever could have expected. I think we go up the hill, because I didn't even know that this was up here for me, just to explore, because we've got like more than enough stuff. At least we get the TVs, I guess, because I'm jumping off because I recognize the gas station, and we just don't need that. We get more fish and people. The scent of a human mound mixed with the oh, merman, that's cool. Tuna, we get the tuna. There's a lot of fish on this level. What? What do you mean, what? That's what's happening right now? And I feel like it shouldn't be that shocking. I just read what Vino... Oh! There aren't enough naked mole rats with clothes out there. Those dudes are gonna get cold. I don't think that that's too freakish. A human mound. It is a human mound with like fish mixed in. And I guess in a way you can maybe call that like a salad. We'll take the fresh rainbow bat. Okay. Oh my, looks like a solid showing. 113, that's like a neighborhood fishing champ. Thank you. Get out there. Oh, I accidentally skipped. Forget the dinky neighborhood. You can do better, yes. You have more than this, yes. We'll force it into a constellation, but do it fresher next time. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. I agree. I did something incredible today, King. Thank you for noticing. Pisces. Pisces. Completely ours. The fish spread amongst us, we understand. I feel like seafood is, obviously not universal, because you have people that can't eat it, and I feel like I used to be one of them, but nowadays, like, I'm a fish, I'm like a fish fan, and I feel like there's like accessible options within seafood that no matter who you are, you can like absorb the seafood enjoyment out of like out of the fish. So like tuna, I think, is completely accessible to everybody. And then you have like, I was about to say tapioca. That's not right. What's the one fish called? It starts with a T, and I'm completely blanking on the name, but it's like one of the fish that has a less fishy taste. It's like less overwhelming. I think everybody can eat that as well. And then your dad has hella expectations. He does. He completely shuts down everything that I do. I'm gonna do one more level. You know what? I think I have one more in me. Just one, though. Just one. I'm gonna guess it's not tuna. No, it's not tuna. I do remember the name of tuna. But it starts with a T, and it's pretty accessible. And it's really good. This is the last one for sure, though. Like, this is it. It's over. I'm hungry. All I've had today is oatmeal and some bread. And I'm ready to eat tilapia. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. I'm glad that somebody here knew. Dzień dobry. Have you ever been to Poland? We go there often. No, but I'm like a quarter Poland. Wait, that's not. Oh, I'm a quarter Polish, so like, you know, what can I say? We hope you can visit during the days rolling. Like, that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes, a royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were thinking while walking the dog. Couldn't help but throw it towards Earth. We suppose it was too much to expect the dog to go fetch that far. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. I can do that, hopefully. Well, there's actually no guarantee, but we can try. Are we just between? Oh, first place? Thank you. Today you'll be rolling around the world. The Katamari should be, let's say, around a plump 6 meters. We can believe in you for 12 minutes in Earth time, but any longer than that, and even the king of the all cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to the Katamari Dimwit Prince. Sometimes I just forget to hold forward, but I don't know what it is about, like, because, you know, there's certain fishy flavors. Nah. Oh, these minion maxing. There's certain fish flavors that are just much more accessible than other fish flavors, and I'm not sure what makes them. It's probably actually just the fishiness, as weird as that sounds. So then, like, fish is, like, relatively accessible, I think. Because even like fish haters will be able to find a fish that they like. It's kind of like whenever you're talking to somebody about music and you're like, you find the guy that's like, oh, I listen to a little bit of everything. And lately, like, that's kind of been me, but like actually, because usually people will question you, but I think as long as you hit the broad genre beats, I think you're okay. So like you're like, oh yeah, I listen to some rock, I listen to some country, I listen to some rap, I listen to some pop, I listen to some video game music, I listen to some soundtracks, I listen to some jazz, I listen to like all this kind of stuff. But you know, you have like the preference or whatever, and it can change over time. Can we please stop with the minion? You're that guy. I feel you. I'm that guy too. I listen to so much, and generally it kind of changes. So like lately, because you know, I try to listen to like whatever my friends like, and if they share a song with me and I'm like, okay, this is good, then I have like a brand new thing that I like. And then, you know, you just get used to the awkward, like they tried sharing me the song, and it might be like one of the least impressive songs I've ever heard. Sorry, I had to scratch my eye. You kind of get knocked out of commission for having to scratch your eye in this game, because you do need both fingers on the sticks. Been listening to a bit of Kendrick and Dasby lately. I'm not familiar with Dasby. Rap is, and I do know Kendrick, obviously. I've finally like started taking a little bit of a step, because rap is one of the genre that I know the least about. Like, I know from friends sharing it with me, I know some small artists that I do like, and I like MF Doom, and I like Aesop Rock, and that's been like my rap consumption. But otherwise I hadn't really taken much of a step into it, and so lately it's been like, okay, I'll listen to like some Kendrick and stuff. It's topical, and it's been fun. But what was I saying? I can't even remember. I was about to say something. Want to know a fun fact? Your eye actually can't get itchy. It's just the membrane around your eye. MF Doom is a great starter. I agree. It like hit like something incredible for me, and like it's just a common listen for me now. Like I mean, I'm a little bit like I'm a little quirky. I actually don't know how people usually listen to their music. So for me, it's either I listen to an album front to back, or I just put on the like songs playlist and hit shuffle, which ends up creating like situations where you end up with like just complete and utter whiplash, because you go from like, okay, here's like this folksy song, and then I go to like some like power metal or something, and then I end up at MF Doom after the power metal, and then it's just like, okay, here's part of the Yuru Camp soundtrack, and I have no idea what to make of. Oh, we're locked away. I have no idea what to make of anything. Hold on, isn't this level kind of hard? Where do I link up? Where do I get the other small things to make me big? Maybe I'm just not being creative enough in what I'm eating. That's probably definitely part of the problem. We cannot eat a bicycle yet. We're almost the size of a small child, but they aren't scared of me yet. We need to get to the point where they fear me. It's the only way. Kendrick's Mr. Morale album is fantastic, but it's hard to get a song from there that you can just throw into a single playlist. That makes sense too. And for me, whenever I was in high school and stuff, I was a huge fan of like concept albums. So there's like this prog metal band called Arion, and their whole thing is that they do these concept albums that tell like, you know, these space opera-esque stories in like metal form. So it's kind of just like an over-the-top metal musical kind of thing. And I love some of the music and like some of the vibes of the albums that make like incredible albums, but there's no way that I can put like any of the songs specifically into one single playlist. Because, you know, usually the problem with like concept albums like that, and this is probably completely unrelated to why you can't listen to Kendrick's album. I don't know. I haven't listened to a full Kendrick album front to back yet. But because they have all this stuff built into it, like to assist the storytelling or whatever, that ends up just kind of ruining the potential. So like sometimes you end up just with like ambient noise at the beginning of a song. You're like, I'm not listening to this while I'm driving or whatever. I'm just gonna do what I need to do and then go. So then you end up like never listening to it again after a while, after you kind of get used to like just listening to the albums. And I'm like, you know, I have an album on vinyl, but it hardly gets pulled out because I'm looking for something that will just like excite me a little bit. And you know, it's a little stale maybe. Generally listen to albums front to back. I don't listen to a lot of music, so you're generally just going through the same few albums. That's understandable. I've always been, I can't understand the and this is not like a diss or anything, I can't understand the not being too into music. Maybe it just, because like whenever I listen to music, okay, like I end up, it takes up so much mental space for me, where a lot of the time, unless it's specifically like a something that I've separated in my head as this is study music, or if it is like mostly ambient, then I do end up just listening to it and I can't use it too much as like study music or whatever, or like getting work done music, because it separates my mind from the task. So like I don't understand, like, is it like an emptiness up there whenever you listen to the music? Is it like an active enjoyment, or what? It's not a like bad question. It's like I'm trying to learn here, and a kind of question, I swear. I'm not trying to say that you're brainless, but like I can't get it. It's a laziness thing, really, since you only listen to music when you drive or go to the gym, but you have a dedicated gym playlist. That makes sense too, because that like sets the tone for the whole workout, where it's like you probably aren't going to listen to like the Yuru Camp soundtrack. You need something that maybe fits the BPM of what you're trying to do. I feel like there's something completely satisfying about, I've had songs where you know, you get to the walking BPM and you're like, okay, I can finally push along at this at this BPM and I'm walking directly in time to it, and then I feel kind of stupid walking along because I realize, like, do the people know that I'm like listening something and walking to it? Is that something that people think about? Because I'm walking at a specific speed. Because sometimes you end up like literally just outside of the standard walking pace, and I feel like you probably look a little bit like a weirdo then, especially since, like, you know, I'm like 5'7". You thankfully have picked a career path that lets you just listen to music while you work without interruption, so BPM isn't concerned. That Yuru Camp into Tenacious D works better than you'd think. I know, I get that completely, because I do that. Except, you know, Yuru Camp into like I don't know, like something. I was trying to think of an example. Yuru Camp into Plus Tech Squeeze Box, and then it's like a weird vibe. But it works, and then they're like, oh, I like this song, I'll just let it play. And then you just let it play, and you're happy for the rest of your life. I think part of your problem is that you only want to listen to songs that you know you like, but don't like most of the songs people recommend. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's a, okay, this is gonna sound super petty, but sometimes I have a thing, and it's totally a problem. I'm aware that it's a problem, and I've like actively gotten better at it. But I had a thing for a while where like I was actively a little critical of like some recommendations. It was like it was a problem back in like the beginning of high school for me, and you know, I'm like well separated from that point, so it's not really a problem anymore, thankfully. But I remember always being like critical, where I had like that lens of like, oh, this was recommended to me instead of like me finding it, and I was like weird about it because of it. Can I get up this? I can. This is incredible. We climbed ladders, and so I wonder if that would be a similar thing, or if you just genuinely like don't like what people are putting out to you. Because sometimes you have a little bit of like a preconceived notion in there, and then like it gets in the way of like liking things. But then, you know, like people recommending stuff is actually just like the point of like existing, I think. 3 meters, still just a baby. Oh, I'm like out of luck, I think. There's a way through here. Okay. 3 meters, we go up. This is probably our... Let me out, please. Okay, we climb, and then we go up through the 3 meter... Oh, is it's not here? Hold on. Did I misunderstand? Where are we? How do we get up there? One of our royal presents? You found it? Is there any way that I can get there? I have no idea. Hold on. No, I don't think so. Can we get up? How do we get up? Maybe from... No, not from here. Because that's the separate wall right there. Maybe I just have to keep getting bigger so that I can climb over it. That's the only thing that I can think of right now anyway. Let's get the stuff over here to try to increase in size a little bit. I think right now has been one of the least efficient rounds that I've ever done. Unfortunately, if we lose the round, I will simply save it until the next time I stream Katamari, because I promise you I will be streaming it again, just because I've been having a lot of fun. Can I get through the... Oh, I can. Turn around, we get the gate. This should help vastly. We are for sure at least gonna get, like, a whole 4 meter off of this. Maybe 5 meters, but that's still just not enough. Oh, and I can't even fit. I'm like getting stuck in all these things, and then I like lose size because of it. Okay, we have to leave, I think, and then go for still not big enough for a car. Tree? No, I don't think so. We go over. Oh, I didn't even notice all this up here. Why didn't we go over? Okay, go. Please. Thank you. 30 seconds remain. We can't get over the boulders. They're stopping us. Oh, this was just the same area. I'm just stupid. Okay. I have no idea how to get over there. We go over the edge. Oh my god. The boulders are trying to stop us. We cannot be stopped. Well, we can be. We will be stopped by time. Unfortunately, the king is actively fighting us. It's not even that you dislike songs necessarily, you just don't vibe hard enough with a lot of what people send you to consistently listen to the songs. I see. Tepid. Tepid is no good for a star, but it'll do for Stardust. So there's life even for the lukewarm-blooded. Not that we could strictly call that life. Don't come complaining if you catch a cold sitting in that tepid bath. Well, you'll get your Stardust today, but you do a hotter job next time. He just aggressively calls me mediocre at everything I do, and it's a little miserable. Makes me feel a little bad. Okay, I will wrap it up there. I am starving. I would love to complete the level. I'll save that for next time I stream it. Honestly, might be very soon. If I have no ideas for Sunday, I'll just stream Katamari again. To be completely honest with you. We'll see though. I still do have other one-offs that I would like to play. Whether it be Mahjong, Balltimore, or like other stuff that's in my library that is doable. I might start taking a look at games I can emulate as well. I'm shocked that I haven't done one of those. We'll just have to see like what we have. I'm not tabbing out while I speak. So that way that like I can hear the music while I'm talking, because you know the music is like part of the game, and why do I want to take that away from myself? It's very comfy, and I felt like I could talk a lot during it. There were some spots where my mind was having to work a little overtime, but otherwise it was very talkable overable, which is like what I like to have a little bit. If you do a Nuzlocke, I'd be ecstatic. Oh, maybe eventually. That would have to replace a long series though. So I have a series to be replaced, which is Signalis. But I'll take a look over at the games. I've thought about maybe keeping another horror game in that slot, but I'm not decided yet. I'll kind of just have to see what I'm feeling. Otherwise, a Nuzlocke, I'll give you a promise that a Nuzlocke will happen eventually. I just don't know of what game. We'll see. My favorites as a kid were Black and White and Platinum. I've watched an entire Jury Black and White one, so maybe not Black and White. I might do like Platinum or something. We'll see though. Either way, let me wrap up and read names so I can like go eat. Thank you, Jury. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Elodie. Thank you, Toast. Thank you, Royal, and thank you, Vino. I believe that is everybody for today. And with that, I will be back on Sunday with some kind of one-off. Monday with Virtue's Last Reward, and then Wednesday with something undecided. It'll be a series, the beginning of a series. I just don't know what yet. We'll see. I'll have to take a look at what I have and then see what I'm going to fill that slot with. And to be honest, it doesn't have to be a series. We could do like a shorter thing and then like go off later. Thank you, Holland, as well, since you were lurking. And if anybody was ever lurking at any point throughout this, thank you as well. I appreciate all of the watching. Otherwise, I will be back on Sunday. Thank you for coming over and watching my stream, and goodbye.